Grainger has the right product for you. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Jeff in Detroit, final word. What's up, Jeffrey? How are you, sir?
What's going on, cousins? Listen here. Number one, your wife stepping in. I tell you, I have the biggest crush on Susie. She's pretty, she knows sports, and she's funny. I mean, it even rubbed off on Chris Brockman. He has Sarah, and she's the same way with, the Sports Woman show. It's just wonderful.
Thank you,
Question
Jeff.
going out the door, fellas. Who do you got for Rookie of the Year? Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, or the field?
Travis Hunter. I mean, for Offensive Rookie of the Year you're talking about?
Yes.
You know how I feel about this. You know how I feel about it.
You don't know what he's going to be playing.
It's a quarterback award. I understand.
It's Cam or Ashton Genty.
Ashton Genty. So you're taking the field?
Yeah, I'll take the field. Well, he has Cam Ward on there.
He said Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, or the field.
And the kid,
so the field is
from Penn State. Oh, God.
Tyler Warren.
No, Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter.
Well, that's defensive.
He said, I thought you said, I missed it.
Yeah.
I mean, Omarion Hampton's in there.
Okay. You're taking the field.
I would take the field. Yeah.
You're taking the field?
Yeah.
I can tell you who I'm taking.
Who is it?
Tyler Booker.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys guard. Let's go.
This guy. Thank you, Jeff.
And you wonder why you get trolled.
Bless you, Jeff. Bless you, Jeff. You're Susie's favorite person in Detroit.
If Tyler Booker wins Rookie of the Year, I'll get his face tattooed on my body.
Baby, yeah. Let's go. We got a guy.
Favorites, the squirrel.
How about this? Hold on a second. What if he's protector of the year? No.
Yeah. Does that count? Can I get love for that?
Is there a protector rookie? Are they doing a rookie protector?
No.
It don't matter. He'll win.
I think it's everybody's just in the mix.
Yeah.
He's a guard. He's a guard,
Protector of
right?
the year.
He's a guard.
He's eligible for that.
He's a guard today. They might move him to tackle because he's so dominant.
A guard isn't winning protector of the year.
How do we know?
You don't know. No one's ever won protector of the year.
You have
so
no
we
idea.
can't. There's no precedent.
Tyler, and there's precedence of Tyler's on the offensive line in Dallas.
Look, guys, it's a shot in the dark, I realize, but you never.
Good luck to you, TJ.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
And Jeff in Detroit is automatically Susie's favorite person from Detroit. And she doesn't know anyone from Detroit. So he's the clubhouse leader.
Foley.
Just Axel Foley.
I shouldn't say such things. I should never
Susie knows
blanket statements about Susie.
Yeah, she knows everybody from everywhere.
Do you think astronauts fight over elbow room? Maybe, but because advanced tech doesn't always mean more space until now. Introducing the Hyundai Ionic 9, a 3-row electric SUV with over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and lots of space. The all-new Hyundai Ionic 9, space in an EV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. The EPA estimated range for Ionic 9 based on a fully charged battery. For comparison purposes only, actual range will vary based on several factors. Tom Pelissero will be on tomorrow's program. Shaquille O'Neal will help us break down Game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight. We're back to wrap up this show on the Roku channel shortly. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by.
What? All the budget has to be used now? And we can use all the media buy?
Javier's marketing firm just got its dream funding.
Okay, ideas. Bobbleheads? No. T-shirt cannon? I seriously need some help here.
He needs to find marketing managers who are worth every dollar.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Sponsoring a job on Indeed gives it a visibility boost so you can hire faster. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. consultation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
North Carolina State Parks is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park, June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. Exciting educational activities will take place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Special events also include a drone show, a concert by the Connells on June 5th, and bubbly toasts at sunset. For tickets and a full schedule, visit jockey'sridge50.com.
Make things happen this year with a new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville, or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get yours.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side. Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
The little guy. It was just such a fresh of breath air. Well said, Chuck.
Come on, Chuck.
I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Hold on, you'll read it what?
Verbatim. Verbatim?
How do you spell that? That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time. You're going to read it
verbatim.
That's how you said verbatim.
Verbatim. That's what I said.
No, you did not.
I said verbatim.
Nope. None. No. There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
I'm not talking about this.
Correct.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome into Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Clip Rock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can find us on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Future's so bright, I need to wear shades. If Brandon Manning doesn't pick up these sunglasses in the next 2 hours, they are legally mine. I tell you what, I'm really starting to like them. You can see me in those shades at Pirate Radio TV. You can see the two gentlemen who are to my left. You'll catch a glance of Shirley Rhodes and Jared Watkins, who are here as well. And got a lot of guests coming up on today's program. Jake Hunter is in his vehicle heading up to play some ball. What kind of ball? We'll tell you. Fresh off his ECU season and career coming to an end, Jake Hunter extending his baseball playing career. We'll tell you what he is up to when we talk to him coming up in hour number 2. Holt Ahlers is back in town. We'll got a lot of things to talk about with the former Pirate QB. Got that coming up in hour number 2 as well. Former Pirate pitcher Evan Voliva joins us live in the Pirate Radio studios coming up at 5 o'clock. And texted with Coach Hudd earlier and asked him if he'd be available live at 5:30. And he never answered my question. He just sent me a bunch of pictures of the, he did say yes, sir. But a whole lot of pictures of the Ohio State facilities and a whole bunch of rings. So I'm assuming he is in Columbus, where he will join us coming up later on in today's program. Where in the world is Greg Hudson? We might have the answer to that already, but we'll ask him what he's been up to. He's been in Big Ten country. I think, Jamie, he was going to go see the Hoosiers this week as well. So we'll see if he's been to Penn State, which one of our guests may find interesting. But we will welcome on everybody. Shirley Rhodes here, J-Bone here. We got left side.
Strong side.
What's up, John?
What's up, Clipper? Happy Thursday.
How you been?
I'm good, man. Happy opening finals game 1 to you.
Happy opening finals game 1 to you. Happy CFL season, everyone. Justin Hardy.
J-Rock.
In action tonight. I'm going to give me a big old bottle of J-Rock Limited vodka and just pound that thing while I'm watching the Ottawa Red Blacks take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Drink when Justin Hardy catches the pass.
He led the league in catches last year, folks. You might get drunk. But that's coming up on CBS Sports. And speaking of CBS Sports, this guy works alongside Jim Nance, Vern Lundquist, and the greats. He is Zach Kaplan. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Clip.
How are we?
I'm doing great on this Thursday. Was thinking about NBA Finals, and I was like, oh, yeah, CFL. So, big night for Canada.
Huge sports night, folks.
I mean, really blowing up.
You can bet on the Ottawa Red Blacks +3.
Oh, do we have any Justin Hardy player props?
Giving me the points with the Red Blacks.
You can take Justin Hardy to score a touchdown +1,000.
Oh, what? Oh, buddy. We might have to do it. We might have to pull the trigger.
And you can also bet on him over/under 64.5 receiving yards.
Yards.
What's his catch prop?
I wish we could do catches.
5.5, 6.5.
He's going to snag at least 7 of them.
4.5 -185 though. A lot of juice
well,
on the
let's
over.
Just go ahead and
parlay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Shay.
Catches, yards, touchdowns.
Would Shannon Sharp tell us to parlay this?
And
Chandler?
you cannot parlay any of these.
Skip. You have to take Justin Hardy. He is going. He led the league in catches last year. Whoa, boy!
CFL opener.
And I think with it being week 1, teams have a lot of hope. Nope, don't say
it. Hope?
Nope, I didn't. I didn't say it.
Did you say hope?
No, I didn't. No.
You gotta get the. I ain't gonna say it, Skip. Right. I ain't gonna say it, Skip.
We got a lot to get to today. First of all, Zach, I love the kind of dressed down look.
Yeah. What do you?
This is the first time.
Are you cold?
Kind of.
This is the first time you've ever looked the bummiest on the show.
You look like a bum.
Because I'm wearing a collared shirt today.
Chandler's also wearing a collared shirt.
Bona.
I had to. I'm a salesman.
I like your little rain slicker there.
Yeah, rain pullover.
That's sharp.
Yeah, champion. Good high quality stuff.
I'll be honest. I wanted to wear like my Penn State raincoat, but I realized I was wearing shorts that also said Penn State on it, and that was overkill to me.
I understand that.
So one with the black hoodie.
I don't go shirt and hat unless it's like a big game or something. Like
Braves got to be in the World Series.
Yeah. But if I wear a Pirate Radio shirt, I won't wear my hat. It's a little too much.
I agree.
So
is what I'm wearing too much? ECU hat, ECU rain jacket.
You do what you want to do, man.
By the way,
I'll allow it.
Thanks, Zach.
Tonight, you can also take Keyshawn Johnson plus 800 in that Ottawa Red Blacks and Rough Riders game.
Excuse me?
Do we know who that is?
Plus 800 to do what?
It's Keyshawn Johnson.
That's got to be his kid, right?
Like 1996 draft pick?
No, I've heard of
analyst?
at least two more though. Two more
Keyshawn Johnson, Keesean.
I've heard of at least
Keyshawn Johnson.
two more. Where does this guy go to college? He is Fresno State's all-time leading receiver.
Right.
Drafted by the Cardinals in 2019.
Not to be confused with the other guy.
The other guy, the little guy.
The little guy.
Let's check in with the chat gang real quick because, again, a lot to discuss today. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Glad to see Jake Hunter on the lineup. Looks like Cliff is going after the SEC. Hope so. More on that in a moment. Jamie says, go Pacers. Good luck to Indiana tonight, Jamie. PJ says, hey.
What's up, PJ?
I saw PJ in Kinston the other night. Shout out to PJ.
So when people talk to you, does anybody mention your Pirate Radio appearances at all? Or is it just you?
PJ did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were where the Down East Bird Dogs played.
This guy.
I like that.
Does anybody talk about your popcorn eating on live TV?
That's been brought up a couple times, I would say.
How'd Danny do Tuesday?
He pitched well.
All right.
How about everybody else?
They did not. 5 2/3, 7 Ks.
Whoa.
And 1 earned. Left the game with a
Damn.
How many walks?
That's what I call a quality start.
Maybe 2.
7 Ks.
That's a quaz.
He hit his over on Ks that night.
Earned a bad luck, no decision. Should have left the game with the 2-1 lead.
Danny Beal might not get fired. Watch the Down East Bird Dogs play. Lane says Brad Pruitt in the portal. What a Brad move. This guy's a Brad. That one got J-Bone. Chad says looking good, Clipper. Thanks, Chad.
Unlike me, I'm looking slobbish.
Yeah, I appreciate you bumming it down so I look better.
Cheerleader effect.
Jamie says no issues with me to see Pruitt go. Okay, so we're going to do that with this guy?
I mean, come on, dude. We wouldn't have won the tournament without him.
That's so lame. It's just, but whatever. I saw a Facebook comment today. You said, you'll never see me wishing a guy that leaves well. Okay, that's one way to do it.
I've decided to enter the portal. Burn in hell, you piece of crap.
If you choose to do it that way, that is your prerogative.
Was Brad Pruitt the guy that Cliff was alluding? Your clip that Cliff was alluding to.
And I'm gonna say no.
He said guys that aren't in the portal.
Yeah, good catch.
Hey, you should be in the Big Rock.
I can read.
Mike P said, "Hey Zach."
Zach Kaplan.
Oh my God! Steven says Braves pin his cheeks. They gave up 7 runs in the 9th inning.
Good gracious!
And are going to lose again. And
done and dusted.
I hate to be that guy. I mean, I said Brandon Hyde should get fired, and it happened one day later. The call is officially out on Brian Snicker. He's got to go. I like him.
Yeah.
Champion. You got to do something different. Can't keep doing this crap.
I think it's time.
Brian Snicker will be fired.
Bah. Steven would like that to happen.
And I will not wish him well.
He's not a brave.
Not a brave. Jimmy says, Zach, what's going on, Zach? Steven says fire. Oh, you want to answer that?
Oh, that was the normism. We're still going with
Zach.
What's going on, Zach?
Steven says fire snit today. Jamie said Zach looking
Fire.
Yeah. Zach looking a little bit like Elon Musk over there. Can we get an update? How do you feel about Tesla? Because things aren't.
I hate Tesla.
Thank you.
Can we switch bank accounts?
Thank you, Prez.
You need one?
Chad says, "Do what you want to do and live in color." That is the theme song. Jack says, "Hey Zach."
Hey, Zach.
Mike P says, "Does Zach do anything besides Pirate Radio Live?" Yeah, is this your full-time job, just being here for an hour every week? He's a sports trivia ringer.
Yeah, no.
Got the win last night.
We did. We did. Team done and dusted.
Kind of a screwy finish there.
Yeah, did a dusty finish.
There's nothing wrong with
that. Was my fault.
Yeah.
I messed up on a year on the final question. Went to overtime.
Overtimes.
But they knew better about Eric Decker's career touchdown numbers than you guys did.
Yeah, I just thought he had the good years with Manning. I didn't really.
Brad says easy. What's that mean?
Was that on Snitker? Was that on Pruitt?
I don't know. But Jamie said, I'm not a Pruitt fan. Been consistent on that all year. Good for you.
I mean, he had a stretch where he was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then in the regional, he was not.
I don't want to see any guys leave. I want everybody to do well. You know what I'm saying?
But some of them are being told to leave as well.
True.
So there's
but I don't want that to happen. I want everybody here to be good and play at their top ability. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember being like, I don't know, I might be hypocritical here. Have I ever just wanted a player to just leave the program?
I mean, there's got to be at least one.
There's got to be a few that have just been not great people that you've just been like, you know what?
People?
Or just I mean, how long have you been covering ECU stuff? There's got to be at least
3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Tell me there aren't a couple over the years that just, no matter what you did, they were just did not get along with them. Could not win with them. Could not coach with them.
It's a guy from one of the TV stations currently here that if he went somewhere, I wouldn't mind that much.
Is that which station?
Let's just say they're on your side. And I wouldn't mind if they weren't on my side.
Yeah. They're on my side and currently on my left side.
And if I keep going, I'll get on your bad side.
Zach,
it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
I never want you to leave. I've made it clear. I want you to be the next Brian Bailey. I want you to be here forever.
That's what I've told Zach several times.
I want you to get married, get divorced, get remarried,
become a Cowboys fan.
I want you to just take over his entire lifestyle.
Say that kind of deal.
And that kind of deal.
I want you to cuss yourself out.
I'm not dumb like some Patriots fans.
I'm not dumb like some Patriots fans.
I'm not dumb like some Cowboy fans.
Drew said, wouldn't more Power 4 schools snipe our guys if they all played at their best?
I mean, surely. And I'm not talking about the...
you want to bring Shirley into this conversation? I mean, Shirley.
Surely you do. Surely more P4 schools would snipe ECU guys if they all played at their best.
Of course.
Yes.
Shirley. We had video of you chewing out J-Bone before the show. Everything okay with you guys?
Yeah, we're fine now.
Yeah, she handled it.
Just had to get it out of your system, and we're good to go now?
Yeah.
Did you see that video, John?
I have not.
Oh, man. It was, there's a little music accompanying it, too. I don't want to get in trouble.
It's too bad. If you guys had like an Inside the NBA crew that would just played it.
You like that, John?
Yeah, that's good
That's
stuff.
good stuff, John?
We do have a little bit of breaking news.
Oh, I have it right here.
Okay.
Chandler Honeycutt has not liked the stream.
Wow.
Oh.
What a blockhead.
Wow.
What a complete... What is it just slap in the face to your employer, to me,
Do you want to apologize?
to Shirley, to
Hello, no.
Jarrett? What'd you say, Rajay?
Hello, no.
Oh, no, now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What you got, Shirley?
Ian Rappaport is reporting that Aaron Rodgers plans to sign a 1-year deal with the Steelers.
Why? They have their guy, Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, is he going to be a backup?
Yeah, probably.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Who cares?
Well, I mean, it's been speculation for forever. And,
of
course, Aaron Rodgers likes to drag things out because it keeps his name in the news. But nobody really cares. I mean, he's been washed up for a while now.
I admit it's intriguing. It kind of makes me want to see, okay, what's going to happen with him this year.
I'm not saying who cares about the Aaron Rodgers stuff. It's like it's just 10-7 and a wild card exit.
Now, what if Brett Favre made the move to the Jets and stunk, then went to Minnesota and probably should have had him in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
It can't end like this.
Could Aaron Rodgers, so Jets, that was a disaster with injuries and losses. Could he win with the Steelers?
I think Cliff Godwin has that answer, surely.
Okay. Let's hear what he had to say.
What was the question again?
I don't care about the weather.
Just hit
Not
nope.
that one.
Just hit the nope. Hit the nope.
Oh, the nope.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading an article.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope. What chance does Aaron Rodgers have of success, John Gilbert, with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
None.
Zach, that's
Way
why.
to go, Zach.
That's why you're good. You're good with the show.
You're good at this.
PJ went to historic Ranger Stadium. He said DB looked good. Good to hear. Robert says Pirate losing more players than the Democratic Party.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't know they had players.
Wait,
Loosing. L-O-O-S-I-N-G.
All right.
I don't understand how people can misspell that word.
Loosing.
Just an extra O.
We all need more O in our life.
And we need more political jokes on the show.
Yes, of course.
That brings in all the ratings.
We hate Tesla. We hate Tesla. Jack says we need Zach responding to a surprise cannon fire. If we can recreate that video, that would be great.
Oh, man.
Kenny said people tried to run Holton off a couple times, but he was a trooper.
Good. He's a boot.
He's a boot. PJ said, come on, Sean.
We still haven't got that one comment that I like now.
Well,
come on, Sean.
We're going to have to wait for it. Jamie's offended that Sean did not hit the thumb. Kenny says Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback they have signed since Big Ben. Yeah, probably.
It's not saying much.
Yeah.
Who we got? Russell Wilson.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson.
Will Howard.
Yep, I would say Aaron Rodgers is...
This Hall of Famer is better than the last one.
Did Jay Peterman have a cup of coffee there?
Yeah.
Maybe. No, that was Buffalo.
Jay Peterman?
Nathan, Jay.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I'm in Burma.
Zach ordered the catalog. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
All right.
Help the bear!
So, hello. Brad Pruitt in the portal. If we need to kill time, we can go to the
list.
Well, we can go to the list, but also the Facebook comments.
He just made the list.
Yeah. Anybody other than Pruitt today?
No, just Pruitt so far.
Which brings our number 2?
14.
Damn,
really only 2 of note with Lance and Pruitt. I mean, Vergara played quite a bit, but I mean...
I think you can deal without him.
Yeah.
I think they'll be okay.
And, I mean, Drew Downs played a bit. Ian White played a bit, but I mean, they weren't really key contributors towards the end.
So right now, 2 biggest names are Lance and Brad Pruitt. Brad Pruitt, who transferred from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Going to try to, I don't know, find a new home again. And I was thinking about, like, for me personally, at the end of the day, my elementary school, middle school, high school, both the
colleges,
junior college and university I went to, and my parents' home is within a 20-mile radius of where I currently live.
That's crazy.
So I am, I ain't going nowhere. But
you ain't never been nowhere.
But some people enjoy seeing the world and experiencing things and doing things like that. And
some people like more money.
Some people, do you want more money? Sure, we all do. Suzanne Summers said that. Shirley might remember what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Whatever that was? Do you want to make more money? Sure, we all do. Some people just think if you could live a life where you go to college. If you got a girlfriend, you might want to stick there. But if not, you get to go to a whole new place with a whole new talent pool.
Yeah.
Experience new things, get paid, have fun. Like I could see the appeal of going to 3 different schools during my college days.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds fun. Not for me. Yeah. Because I am a
North Carolinian.
You're a local.
I'm stuck. My heels are in the sand, the mud. But for some, it sounds kind of appealing to me. You telling me I could go live in? I can live in Greenville, North Carolina. It's a nice place. What if I want to go big city? I'm gonna go to USC this semester.
What about UCLA?
That's too fast for me. I needed something a little low key. I'm gonna go to Athens, Georgia. I'm gonna go hang out there.
What about a little Evanston?
You know what? It's hot as balls. I'm gonna play at Rutgers this year.
Scarlet Knights.
Where's Rutgers at?
Jersey. Piscataway. I don't know.
By way of Piscataway.
I don't even know if I have a point.
State University of New Jersey.
I guess my point is everybody's life is different. Everybody's interests are different. And I see the appeal.
Mm-hmm. Different strokes for different folks.
I try to not just look at things my way, like Fred Durst, my way or the highway.
Or Frank Sinatra.
Or old Blue Eyes. Try to kind of look at it from other angles. You know what I'm saying?
Bird's eye view.
No, not that. Zach, you've been around the block.
I have.
Yeah. And you like that.
Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Montana, and North Carolina.
Do you want to set down some roots, or do you want to continue to be a nomad?
I think it's in our
yeah.
And I shouldn't say our business because you literally just said you're going to stay here. But
in the TV
world, for sure, I think being nomadic is very
what you signed up for.
Normal. Yeah, what you signed up for when you're in your 20s, at least. And I can understand it with college baseball, but I don't know. I can't imagine. And you and I both went to all 4 of us went to our schools and stayed there. I couldn't imagine wanting to just uproot 3-4 times in a 4-year span. Like,
it's got to be tiring, right? Moving would be itself would be.
That's like the biggest reason I wanted to stay in Greenville. I got too much stuff. Who's gonna move this stuff?
Yeah,
but you don't see how other people could enjoy that.
Moving around.
You know what? Y'all are closed-minded. Let's take a break.
Yep.
Kenny says, love the Raiders fan talking down quarterbacks. That's funny. Ooh.
Kenny,
yeah, well, my standards are different than franchise like the Steelers. A franchise that expects championships settling for mediocrity.
The standard is the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the standard is what wins.
The standard is what wins.
That's what wins 9 games every year.
I hope you don't mind if I keep my mind closed, because if I open mine, it's going everywhere. It's a lot of mind here.
Pandora's box with Chandler.
You need to keep it shut?
Yeah.
Let's keep that baby shut.
All the rocks will fall out.
When we return, we will dissect the Cliff Godwin tweet from earlier today. Also, we got big Greenville Yard Gnomes news.
Oh.
You know how...
Chandler nearly spit out his water.
You know how these minor league teams, independent league teams, summer league teams, they try to boost attendance with different things?
Uh-huh.
It should be packed on Saturday night.
What?
I'll tell you who's going to be there and what they will be doing when we return after this.
Wow.
Hey Greenville, John McCormick from the Yard Gnomes and ambassador of the Greenville Museum of Art. Get ready for the Summer Shindig. Wednesday, June 11th, 6 to 9 p.m. Morgan & Company Live, Nash Hot Chicken, drinks, art, baseball, raffles, family fun, right here at our museum. Shouldn't you dig it? For tickets and info, visit gmoa.org/summer-shindig. Don't miss it at the Greenville Museum of Art.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of a 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Looking for the ultimate spot on the Morehead City waterfront this summer? Then head to King Mackerel's Restaurant and Bar, where the food is fresh, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are always live. During Big Rock Week, they've got acoustic acts every day from 1 to 4, and full bands rocking the deck Thursday through Saturday. And don't miss the big one, Saturday, June 14th. It's Rock the Landing with Cooper Greer, then Jake Sutton takes the stage that night to keep the party going. So whether you're reeling in a marlin or just soaking up the sun, come grab a bite, listen to some tasty tunes, and make your summer legendary at King Mackerel's on the waterfront in Morehead City.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Father's Day is here, and it's your opportunity to say thanks. I'm Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington, and we've been making dads happy for 41 years. Russell's offers an amazing selection of sportswear and accessories, including the best from Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Can't make a decision? No problem. Gift certificates are always a win in any amount. Make it easy and shop Russell's for a great selection, personal service, and free signature gift wrap. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
You know what it is. This is your man, Petey Pablo. Once again, back is the Incredible, and this is Pirate Radio, and this is the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you know how it goes down when the pirates are in town. Shut down.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern is on South Charles Boulevard, right across the street from the Sheets. You can get great food, cold drinks, all the game day action, and play some sports trivia, too, on Wednesdays with our very own Clip Brock. And you can also try their Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, mouth-watering burgers, and delicious wings. They're open until midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and open late until 3 a.m. on the weekend. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. And chronic joint pain hovers. You never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard, too. This is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today at 252-645-6458. That's 252-645-6458. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I saw Ian Rappaport say this is the biggest thing on Twitter right now, Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, which sounded tongue-in-cheek, meaning there was something bigger on Twitter right now. And let's just say he hates Tesla. There's others.
I thought you meant Shirley O'Sullivan.
That's kind of big. But, yeah. A lot going on in the world right now. I should say the United States, I guess. But we are here to talk about sports. And, Kenny, if you are still here, I've got news for you. We got some guests coming up on Monday. One of those live in the Pirate Radio studios at 5 o'clock. Musician Cooper Greer.
Cooper Greer, baby.
Will join us on the show.
One, two, three. Oh, sorry.
I hope he brings his guitar. We'll play a little ditty or two.
Nice.
And that'll be fun. Also coming up on the show on Monday, Ryan McManus, coach at East Carolina, to talk about the camps coming up. So looking forward to a fun show on Monday.
As a matter of fact, they released a video with some kids mic'd up to promote the camps, and I thought it was hilarious if you hadn't had a chance to see it. There's one kid that says, I have this microphone so that if I say anything, my dad's going to get fired. I was like,
I'm pretty sure that's Blake Harrell's daughter.
Oh, was it?
No, it was a little boy.
Oh, well, then it's not him.
Your eyes okay?
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Well,
a boy said...
Do you want to test his ears while you test his eyes?
Yeah. How are you sure that was... never mind. No, we'll move on. Earlier today, it was a boy that said it, and you said, I'm pretty sure that was Blake Harrell's daughter, so I said, are your eyes okay?
Did she say that it was a boy to start with?
No.
All right, and I haven't seen the video.
Well, how the hell are you sure of something and you haven't seen... What's wrong with the world today? Didn't see the video, didn't read the article, but I'm pretty sure this happened. And you're saying it on the radio, and people are listening to you and respect you. You can't do that, is my point.
I thought, all right, so if it's from like last year, there was a cute video of Blake Harrell's daughter.
Okay.
So I just assumed, and that I shouldn't assume.
Right. Now we're getting to it.
Yeah. And I think you shouldn't make a big deal of it like you are.
I tried to move on, but you kept looking at me like I did something wrong when no, you did.
All right, I did something wrong, and I apologize.
Correct. Okay, now we can move on.
It's like when my dad yells at my siblings, not me.
Why not you?
Well, no, because it's one of the few times I didn't do something.
What kind of kid were you? Or did you get in trouble a lot?
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, are you kidding?
Well, you just talk nonstop, I'm sure.
Always always able to talk my way out of situations, but certainly talked my way into fair share of situations as well.
All right. Cliff Godwin 4 hours ago tweeted, our system is so broken. We have coaches at P4 schools texting our players directly who are not in the portal. And we have proof.
Preach it.
And the proof will set you free. Now, why? Thank you, Jarrett Windhorst. Why would he... is he going to make a formal complaint? Is he going to expose those doing this? Or
release
just
the files, man.
Or leave it at this? And I think the reason you don't expose it and everything is because if you do, next week, the NCAA and FBI and CIA and Dateline will be at your doorstep with a microscope looking at every little thing going on within your athletic program. You know what I'm saying?
I would think so.
So I think that's it's like, what do you do? Do you just let it go?
I think
at least tell people that it's happening.
Yeah. I mean, this might be the end of it.
You can't trust the NCAA, so bring it to the people.
Yeah. And then what do we do?
We get upset about it and say the NCAA should do something.
We clench our fists.
Where's the Indianapolis? We go to Indianapolis and we run in the building and we say, hey, there are injustices going on in Greenville, North Carolina.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to walk into that office and I'm going to say, hey, yo.
Chandler, this might hurt your feelings.
No.
Do you like Bobats?
Depends.
I didn't say what does Bobats wear. I said, do you like Bobats?
Oh, man, come on.
It's pretty good, right? Chandler didn't get it. Bobats texted me and said, who in the H respects Chan? You know he's joking, though.
Bobats.
Wow. I respect Chan. Wow. Bobats loves you, Chan. That's one of those you roast the ones you love type text.
He's getting a little sassy.
Charlie says, of course Florida reached out to our players. You heard what their coach said in trying to poach Bird.
That's one way to do it.
Huh. Was that a compliment to Parker Bird?
I don't think so.
Hold on now. Drew said, do fans have any ability to catch the NCAA's attention? I mean, we could go do protests and make signs. And
how does that always work out for protests?
Stand outside their office in Indy.
Just stand outside, dude. We're storming in.
Krusty Krab is unfair.
Jared's, you still got your Viking hat, right?
Yeah.
From a few years ago?
my pelts, my face paint.
They've been in the closet since.
I don't understand what the big deal was. Guys can't have fun. I mean, they take tours of that place every day, and that one day it happened to be a problem, I guess.
We will recreate that event at the NCAA headquarters.
Yeah, they're trying to steal our players, dude.
They're trying to take our players.
We need to do a video.
We're taking back our team, all right?
we need to do a video similar to when Batman said he was done and then decided he needed to go and do some more stuff.
Yeah.
And then went to the bat layer and saw his suit for the first time in a long time.
We need to get up
with you.
with Kid Rock and Travis Tritt.
Yeah, I was going to say me and Kid Rock going to be there purple gold.
Take our college athletics back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. If you can't beat them, join them, though. That's the problem. I mean, unfortunately, this is the way the system is now. There's tampering going on. Guys are probably hitting up, I'm sure SEC schools are hitting up Irby and maybe Burris, even though I don't think he'll ever leave, as long as Cliff Godwin's the coach here. And you have to do it to other programs. They had to go to Liberty and find, Nick Moran. They had to, get Brad Pruitt out of Oklahoma. Dixon literally was on a summer ball team with them and convinced them to come here. That's not tampering when you're in the portal, but I mean, in some cases now you're going to have to do it before guys leave.
We'll talk tampering with Holt Naylors, who was tampered with during his ECU career.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up later on in the show.
Tampering.
Have you ever been tampered with from another organization, Chandler?
No.
Okay. How about you, Zach? Anybody at another TV station said, hey.
It actually has happened.
Yeah, there you go.
It actually has happened a couple times. Not recently, but definitely earlier in my time here and in Montana. Definitely got emails. Just said, hey, I'm under contract. I take it as a compliment. I'm sure. I hope Irby does too. I would assume it's him. I don't know. I mean Norby, I guess as well, right? I mean, someone's going to back up the Brinks truck, but
Colby Wallace.
Yep. Another guy. I mean, but you have to keep up. Like, I think you do have to keep up with the Joneses, even though it's like, I know Cliff despises it, and it's stupid. It's like ridiculous that college sports are now pro sports.
Yeah.
Because that happens in the NFL and NBA free agency all the time. But I mean, you do have to keep up.
The NFL now with free agency, there's a legal tampering period.
It's a joke.
Well, tampering's a negative thing, right? Like, how is there a legal tampering period?
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
It's a purge, basically.
A purge. Do you like them movies, Jarrett?
Not really.
Okay. Steven says, I smell Trouble.
Trouble.
Tread voice.
Yep.
I don't know that song.
Really?
Really? Are you kidding me?
The J-Bone staple.
I know a lot of country hits, but I'm not a country fan.
I smell Trouble.
I say hey.
He said hey.
I say hey. No.
Nope.
I say hey.
Nope.
I say hey.
Not familiar with it. All right. Saturday, Greenville Yard Gnomes in action at Guy Smith Stadium.
Now, why should I go to that?
At 6:30. Because for the first time ever, and maybe the only time ever, they will have a special PA announcer for that game.
What?
Clip. Is his name Clifton Lloyd Brock III?
No, it is not. It is not. It's not me.
Nope.
It is some say maybe a bigger name, maybe a new kid on the block, maybe somebody the people want to hear from in 2025.
Can I take another guess?
You may.
Alex Harper.
No, it is not. Pitt Community College PA announcer Alex Harper. Would you like to continue guessing?
Is it Jarrett J-Bone Watkins?
Is it Jarrett J-Bone Watkins? Now, this guy, we just had him on an interview on the phone last week. Complete dud. Just no energy, low energy. I don't know if that's the kind of guy you want on the mic. But the answer is yes. Jarrett Watkins will be doing PA for the Greenville Yard Names Saturday, 6:30, Guy Smith Stadium.
Yep.
Yep. And he's going to do it in his normal style. Just now batting.
There he is.
Now batting. John.
Second baseman.
John Davis.
John
Hope we get to
Jacob Hopper's rip.
Hope we get to hit. I mean,
yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, better be ready.
Lot of walking.
Is he going to do it way back from the microphone? Hey, do it, Jarrett.
Now batting. lot of walking.
J-Bone, you ready to go, man?
Yeah, man. Excited. Glad you passed my name along.
As long as the audio quality is better than your Conway interview, I think he'll do a great job.
Whoa! I did a lot of interviews in Conway, like on the phone, that stuff.
Your
video interviews
with Jenny on the phone.
Yeah, video.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and act like they were great, but Jenny was taking over the conversation. The King Max report is her thing, and
That's
also,
true.
if you want good stuff from me, call me pregame when I'm energized. I was beat.
It was a long day.
Jesus Christ! Hey, you're perfect for this industry. Hey, call me when I got some energy.
You act like you played the game.
I mean, essentially, I think there was, if you list the people who were worn out, players, coaches, me, and then everybody who was sitting down doing nothing.
Have you ever done PA?
Nope.
You excited?
Yeah, very excited.
You're going to have a long career in this business.
I hope
Now
so.
batting for the Yard Dubs.
This is a good opportunity for you.
Hey, we get Lance Williams on the bump.
Land.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
On the bump for your
Some Pirates
Yard
out there.
Gnomes.
Williams.
Here on the pitch for the Yard Gnomes, that no good yellow belly trader, Lance Williams. Boo! Everybody booing! Boo!
They're yelling, "Boo Earns! Boo Earns!"
I was yelling boo words.
Diane says, "Did I miss Jake Hunter? This is AKA Mimi. No, Miss Hunter. Jake is coming up at 4:00. Tune in, and you can hear your, I believe, grandson."
Mimi, they're getting the bad guest out of the way first, and
Yeah.
then you'll get the good one at 4:00. So
This is the lead-in.
think of it that way. This is the opener to the main act.
PJ says, "Go J-Bone." Jamie says, "Call J-Bone after 2 beers."
Yeah, that also would have been better.
So he should have called him either before everything or after he's had a couple.
Yeah.
Definitely got a chattier J-Bone.
We hit him in a bad stretch there.
A dead spot.
But yeah, Jarrett Watkins will be on the mic, on the stick, coming up Saturday night, 6:30. Go check him out.
So I was going to go get some highlights of that game. I mean, clearly, just like when you did the games in Kinston with B. Hanks, I think we got to make J-Bone the opening shot.
If you're looking for highlights, go up in the box. They ain't not having it on the field.
I think J-Bone's got to be on the 9 on your side news.
Who's in the box? Yeah, can you get some B-roll of Jarrett?
Yeah.
And do the whole Yard Gnomes at home tonight? Pirate Radio's Jared Watkins on the mic as the Yard Gnomes put up 3 in the first inning. Like hit one of those type things.
Yeah, and that kind of deal.
We're going to get you on the news, man. Tell your folks.
It won't be the first time on the news.
Well, Clip Brock's
Local man arrested again.
Clip Brock's been on the news. Excited sports better, I think was your lower third.
My grandma, R.I.P., I had to call her every time. I think Brian Bailey filmed me today at Media Day, Grandma. You need to check it out. Speaking of grandmas, Diane Hunter says, "Thank you. Always listen to you." Shirley, would you like to say anything to Mrs. Hunter?
Oh, my God, no.
Hopefully she missed Friday's show.
Thanks for the genetic makeup.
I thought you were going to ask for a different soundbite.
Nope. No.
No. Shirley was giving compliments to Jake's appearance. We'll put it that way. We're big fans of Jake around here.
Oh, yeah.
And we will uncomfortably bring that up to Jake when we talk to him coming up at 4 o'clock. Let's take another break. We'll come back, wrap up hour number 1 with Zach Kaplan when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay? The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Pirate Nation! It's June, which means it's employee pricing time at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. You pay what we pay. Get up to $12,000 off the Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the 2025 Ram 1500. We've got employee pricing on the 2025 Jeep Wrangler and the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee, America's most decorated SUV. These deals are hotter than a Carolina summer, but only for a limited time. Hurry to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today, where you don't need a badge to get the employee discount. Drive a little to save a lot.
Spring has officially sprung. Time to trade in those winter blues for blooming flowers, sunny days, and maybe even a new home. If spring cleaning just isn't cutting it and you're ready for a fresh start, contact ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate to find your next perfect home. Buying or selling, now's the time to make your perfect move. Get started today at ENCPirateRealty.com. ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate. We close the deal or someone walks the plank. ARG. Go Pirates!
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad.
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Looking for bold flavors and badass deals? Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Right now, the Badass Margarita is just $8. Yeah, you heard that right. Feast on the mouthwatering burrito burger, dig into their elote street corn dip, and treat yourself to the churro crunch shake. Wash it all down with BD's Amber Ale, just $4 all day, every day. Or sip one of their signature cocktails, like Southern Peach Tea or Daddy's Dragonberry. And don't miss half-off appetizers the last 2 hours before they close. It's not badass if it's not Bad Daddy's.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle all your insurance claims, and they're locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything's seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. And Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find a location near you. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
We have breaking news from Jamie. He says, okay, I'm done with Anthony Richardson. Injured again. It's over.
Johnny.
It's over, Johnny.
He's out. He's out on Anthony Richardson. And you can't get back in now, Jamie. You're out. Once you're out, you're out. I'm out on Brian Snicker. And he should be fired. And I like the man. But they got way too many all-stars to be playing this crappy. And if you fire them, does it make a difference? No, but sometimes you need a different voice, different vibe, whatever.
Maybe get that interim boost.
You get the interim boost.
Get Freddie back. We want Freddie.
Yes.
And not Freddie Freeman.
Just sweep a series, things happen. All right.
I'm getting there with Alex Cora, too. Starting to get tired of it. I mean, 17 one-run losses. How long do we have to keep watching this team make stupid plays and lose close games?
There you go.
Braves, and you feel like after 5-6 years, it just happens where you kind of lose the voice you once had within a locker room.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Belichick was able to do it so long ago, though. I guess you give the credit to Tom Brady, quarterback.
60-40 is always how I felt.
60 Brady?
Yeah.
40 Belichick?
But Belichick deserves more credit than he gets because Brady never starts if Bill doesn't stick with him.
Well, why don't you give him more credit then?
How about more 50-50?
About 55?
45. I can do that.
51-49. 60-30-10.
What's the 10?
What's the 10?
Fan base that always stuck with them.
I'll take my 10.
All right. What else is going on today? We talked transfers. Cliff Godwin tweet. An assistant track coach has been fired at East Carolina, which is getting a lot of talk on social media. I have yet to speak with Coach Kirk Kraft about it for one reason, because I know that conversation is going to last 3 hours because Kirk Kraft loves to talk, and I just do not have that much time right now. But no, I love Kirk Kraft, and kind of want to get his take on it now as the former track and field coach. But
now's not the time to do the David Price construction countdown to kickoff, is it?
The gentleman that was let go is named David Price. Yeah. So I don't know. A former ECU soccer coach, Jason Hamilton, chimed in. There's a lot of people chiming in about this.
I love when celebrities chime in.
The hammer. And I think I got a lot of athletes as well on Facebook, social media. So at some point, we will talk about that, but I want to get some facts.
Get your facts.
Like Jim Calhoun.
And then come back and see me.
And now I want to listen to Jim Calhoun because it's one of my all-time favorite rants. Would you please?
Would you please?
Let's hear
come back and see me.
Here. First, an ad.
We turn over $12 million a year to the state of Connecticut.
Considering that you're the highest paid state employee and there's a $2 billion budget deficit, do you think that...
Not a dime back.
Not a dime back?
Not a dime back. I'd like to be retired someday. I'm getting tired.
1.6 million is enough?
I'm sorry?
1.5 million?
I make a lot more than that.
You do?
Yeah.
What's the,
what's the take tonight?
I don't know. What's the deal with Comcast work?
You're not really that stupid, are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. My best advice to you?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It's very polite.
No, it wasn't polite. I like you to shut up. It's like, if you want to talk to me outside, I'm more than happy to talk to you. We're talking about
If
basketball.
you guys covered this stuff, I wouldn't have to do it.
Will you please? Quite frankly, we bring in $12 million to the university. Nothing to do with state funds. We make $12 million a year for this university. Get some facts and come back and see me. Get some facts and come back and see me. Don't throw out salaries or other things. Get some facts and come back and see me. We turn over $12 million to the University of Connecticut, which is state-run. Next question.
Not a dime back.
That and the,
What'd you place?
That and if you haven't seen it, the Ryan Gomes rant. When someone asked him, because Providence came back and played UConn, and he had recruited Gomes. Gomes went to PC over them, and he's like, we can't offer everybody.
Yeah.
We only have so many scholarships. You know, like he's a great player. You want me to say I effed up? I effed up.
Yeah.
We got Emeka Okafor. You know, that's a good one.
I like Zach's mass voice.
Calhoun
should go with that more.
Calhoun is like the all-time, just
What was the take on tonight? It sounds so like mafia.
What was the take?
What was the take?
Could you do a Mark Wahlberg impression?
A what? A Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
When I'm sitting,
You got to go like a little more high pitch. Shout out the troops for some reason.
You want like a Dorchester Mark Wahlberg? You want like a sitting courtside doing the Heroes Among Us Mark Wahlberg at the Celtics game?
Could you say that if you were on one of those planes during 9/11, it wouldn't have happened, like Mark Wahlberg said?
Did you really say that?
Yeah,
if I was on one of them planes.
I missed that somehow in my 27
Well,
years
he
of
missed
calling him.
this flight. That was one of the planes that.
Because he was going back to LA.
Him and Seth MacFarlane were supposed to take a flight, and they got too drunk the night before. But Seth MacFarlane's just like, man, really glad we had those drinks. And Mark Wahlberg's like, yeah, I should have been on that plane. They wouldn't have hit the buildings.
Okay.
With me aboard 9/11, hijackers would have been stopped. He later made insensitive comments about how he would have handled the hijackers, for which he later apologized.
All right, it's not a movie.
He's just a Boston kid.
It's not a movie.
Now,
There's
if you had
four of them.
a director who, and the hijackers were also actors, maybe you could have stopped it. But this is real life, Mark.
He did just have. He was just in a movie called Flight Risk.
Go put your boxes on and show them outside of your pants and make a rap video and come back and see me.
You do know that he does have a colorful past, and he does.
Interesting choice of words.
Yeah, that's what I was literally about to say. So that's quite the choice.
Spent some time in jail.
Yeah.
So I mean,
blinded a guy.
He could. He could potentially. I'm not saying that he could take him down, but he could put up a fight.
If it was an elderly Asian man hijacking the planes, Mark Wahlberg really would have had no problem bringing them down.
I mean, have you seen him? The guy's in his like mid to late 50s, and he's jacked.
If Mark Wahlberg was beside Parker Byrd on Sunday when those comments were made, Kevin O'Sullivan would have been in the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been belt to A of Kevin O'Sullivan.
Jamie said he could have stopped him with his music. They're about to take over the plane, and then you hear, oh yeah, do you feel it, baby? I do too.
Bum bum bum.
It's just a good vibration.
Bum 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 bum.
I don't know why y'all are just crapping on Mark Wahlberg, because he's
the best.
He is.
What a good kid.
What a good kid.
We were talking in the newsroom the other day about all the Knicks celebrities that they've had in New York. And somehow the conversation got turned to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, we got Affleck, Wahlberg, Damon, Robert Kraft. I'm like,
Y'all need a new generation of celebrities. Like the whole Damon, Affleck, Wahlberg.
2000s was really popping for them. But
DiCaprio, who's he like?
I thought he's a New York guy.
Is he Knicks?
I thought he was
I thought he was a Laker guy.
Or LA.
Who's Charlotte got?
J. Cole.
Da Baby.
Nelly.
DiCaprio's probably sitting with Jack at the Lakers games. That's probably his spot.
All right, we got to take a break.
Kenny did ask how was Montana, and I want to say, Kenny, I'll probably be calling in from Montana in a couple weeks.
What are you doing out there? Just seeing some folks?
Yeah, visiting some friends. I love it though. Great place.
Good deal.
Especially this time of year.
All right, Jake Hunter's grandma, if you stuck around through the Mark Wahlberg chat.
We got through the appetizer. The main course is coming.
We got Jake Hunter coming up next. We got Holt Naylor's also in hour 2, big hour 2 on tap. Back with you with the former Pirate righty, Jake Hunter, after this.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Voliva with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Busy hour number 2. Holt Naylor's coming up in a little bit, as he is done with year 2 of the UFL. We'll talk a little Pirate football, his thoughts on the Conway Regional, and more. But right now, we will find out what Jake Hunter is up to. And yeah, the baseball doesn't stop for the now former Pirate. We'll talk about his next move, recap his career, and also the dramatic Conway Regional, as he joins us on the Pirate Radio live line. Jake, how you doing, man?
Doing well. How you doing?
Doing all right. Before we look back, and we've got a lot to discuss regarding this past weekend and your career, but let's talk about what you're up to now. What are the summer plans for you?
So right now I'm currently on my way to Frederick, Maryland. I'm going to play in the MLB Draft League, which is partnered with the MLB, and try to get drafted or signed the next month and a half. So currently driving through the mountains in Virginia, so just enjoying the view.
Good deal. Good deal. Reception may be spotty during this conversation, but we appreciate your time and that trying to continue that baseball career. So is this similar to a summer league, Jake? Well, what's kind of the difference between a summer league and this MLB draft league you'll be in?
It's similar. It's more of it's kind of just for draft eligible players. So like tonight, my team's facing a high schooler that just graduated high school, and then obviously you got your college juniors and college seniors that have no more eligibility. So that's kind of how it kind of goes. And you play 6 out of 7 days a week, and it should be fun.
Yeah, man, a lot of paths to professional baseball, and we've kind of seen them all with former Pirates. We've seen quick rises like Jake Agnos and what he's doing with the Rockies. We've seen Carter Spivey go the independent league route to joining the Guardians. Our guy Danny Beal right now pitching for the Bird Dogs in Kinston with the Down East Bird Dogs, trying to make a name for himself. So a lot of different ways to get there. And Jake, you're now on your path. How you feeling arm wise? Are you ready to throw some more here in this league?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm only gonna throw once a week here, so that'll be it's a little bit different than what I was doing this year. But yeah, I have a start tomorrow, and then I won't throw again until next Friday. So I'll probably give about 4 or 5 appearances before the draft to kind of boost my stock and kind of gauge some interest.
Awesome. Jake Hunter joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Jake, good way for you individually to end your career at East Carolina. I know you wanted to end it with your team winning and going to Omaha, but for you to kind of shut down the Gators twice, to end the game against Florida twice, especially that second one, you gave a couple of chest pounds and kind of underlined ECU on the jersey. It was an awesome way to go out. How about for you, man? That had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, obviously, I think it meant a lot to us, especially that game after what unfolded prior to the game. Kind of got the competitive juices flowing. But I mean, obviously, super proud the way we kind of came together the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and made it to a regional final. And I know me personally, I kind of had a rougher last month or so compared to what I've been doing all year, and I was just glad that I was able to go out there and end my career on 4 scoreless innings and kind of help lead our team to the second victory over Florida for the weekend, which was obviously a pretty big milestone for East Carolina to go into a regional as a 3 seed and beat a 2 seed SEC school, which is pretty cool. So.
No doubt, and we'll talk about some of the drama surrounding that. But Jake, how about just you being out there at all? There was some thoughts after your injury that you may have to miss an entire year. Who knew when you would come back? Maybe be towards the end of the year, but you were there, ready to go day one. Was that a surprise to you, to doctors, to the team? How about the recovery, the rehab, and how quickly you were able to return to action?
Yeah, so actually tomorrow is my 1-year date from surgery, but basically just, we got in there and got everything, MRI and surgery and everything, and came out with, it's just a UCL repair. So they said, yeah, it could be anywhere from 7 to 9 months. And, I looked on the calendar and 7 months was, right for the first weekend. So, I mean, that was my goal, is to make it back for the first weekend in some type of capacity and have a full year I mean, yeah, I was very surprised. You know, I'm very blessed to. I mean, I maybe had like 2 weeks step back during the throwing phase, just like normal soreness and stuff. But I mean, obviously, super pleasantly surprised that I got to have the full year, and you know, I was honestly just really, really blessed to be able to have that.
And it was great to see you out there and performing. Jake Hunter joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. We got to see him twice against the Gators, and he set a little oomph there on game 2 with Florida. And we have beaten that dead horse all week on Pirate Radio, and even had Danny Beal call Parker Bird to get his first hand account of what went down with Kevin O'Sullivan, the Florida coach. So, Jake, did you witness some of that pregame? Were you a part of it? Did you hear about it? You know, how did you take all that in pregame on Sunday?
Right. So I'm always the last one on the bus. So I missed the whole thing. And but basically I have a buddy that played on Florida. He was a pitcher, a relief pitcher. And I was, you know, I saw both teams were standing there, so I was, you know, going to go dap him up before the game and tell him good luck and stuff. And I said his name, and I mean, we were probably 5 feet, and he just didn't look at me. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So I obviously kept going, and I heard what happened. And then, you know, I didn't really think much of it other than, like, whatever. Like, he's going to yell. Like, if he wants to yell at our players, like, let him fire them up. But I'm not one of those guys that's really going to, you know, hold that above, like, what I want to do during the game and stuff like that. But then, you know, we're taking IO, and, you know, Florida's taking IO, and the relief pitchers, we get out of the way. And their backup shortstop, I think, was hurt. He might have been their starting shortstop before. He just started yelling at us and cussing at us, and I mean, he really just got the pitchers going. So I guess Coach Sullivan fired up the hitters, and then one of their injured players fired up the pitchers. So I don't really know what their plans were with that.
Sounds like they were taking after their head coach, and it all backfired on the Florida Gators. And a lot has come out since then with the Coastal coach talking. I'm honestly shocked, man, and you know, knowing Cliff for all these years, that that it didn't get a little crazier. I gotta, and hopefully we can talk to Coach Godwin next week. But how he was able to keep a cool head through all this is shocking to me.
Yeah, I think Coach does a good job, you know, before the game to not really give in to other teams' antics.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the first time we're like, whatever, a team might take an extra 5 minutes of BP on the field, and you know, he might get frustrated with that, but he's not gonna let them know that it kind of got under his skin. But yeah, I mean, obviously 2 super competitive coaches. Obviously shown in completely different ways Sunday.
Right.
But, I mean, it was a great game, great weekend. I mean, I had a blast.
Jake, I love hearing the stories of you guys coming through the program, and especially a guy like you that has been around so long, and your relationship with Coach Godwin, and how it can kind of go from like day one, I'm not sure about this guy, he's going to kill me, am I right for this program, to, you know, the last day where you love him for life. And then, you know, not every story is like that, but I've heard a few like that. How about your relationship, like from freshman year to senior year with Coach Godwin, and just being a part of this Pirate program? How would you summarize it?
Yeah, right. He was definitely very hard on my class, you know. Obviously, we had a lot of potential with, you know, Trey and Shankman and, you know, all those guys. You know, he's very tough on us, you know, mentally, kind of just challenging us. And, you know, as freshmen, you kind of take that the wrong way. You're kind of used to just being the best player.
Right.
And, you know, kind of getting to do whatever you want to do. Everything's catered around you, and it's not like that. That's not real life. And, I mean, yeah, definitely over the years, you know, you continue to grow that relationship. You get more comfortable talking to them, more comfortable having real conversations with them. And like you said, like, you know, from my first day on campus to my last day, I mean, our relationship has grown exponentially compared to what it was.
Also heard from others, Jake, and not that you were ever not a good teammate, but guys, Ethan and the guys we talked to this year have talked about how since you've come back, like you've just been the best teammate, and how you, like during your time, I think you even said it, Jake, that during your time, rehab and getting back, you focused on being a great teammate and being the best guy you can be in that clubhouse, in the locker room, in the bullpen, whatever. And how about that for you kind of growing up? It's all part of it, being a young guy, then being around for a few years, and then having to be a leader. And sounds like you stepped into that role quite well.
Yeah, I mean, definitely when you have that much time off of baseball, you gotta be good at something. And I guess I got good at forming relationships with people I may not have tried to form them with if I was, really focused on myself. And I mean, really, the only goal that I had for this year was to leave a legacy. I wanted the younger guys and the guys I played with to kind of be proud to know me and kind of have lifelong connections like I do with like Zach Agnos. I mean, he texted me on my birthday, and I haven't seen that guy in 3 years since I was a freshman. Just simple stuff like that, and kind of learning from people like Zach and people like Spivey and Danny and just your older players that you look up to when you're younger, and how could I implement that for my relationships and my team. And obviously super grateful that they decided to help lean on me, and I use them too for a lot of moral support and stuff like that. So it was just a great year.
Yeah, that's very well said. Got a lot of young guys looking up to Jake Hunter now. We got Shirley Rhodes and Jarrett Watkins here, and Jake, last Friday we were talking about you on the mound, and I have told you this privately, but want to tell you publicly. I guess apologize for everyone here for talking about your body rather than you, the athlete. And Jake, I know, I don't know if you consider yourself a sex symbol, but we had our producer here talking about your backside. Shirley, would you like to say anything or apologize to Jake for your comments?
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Okay, all right. Well,
I mean,
it's a compliment. It's
Yes, it's very much a compliment.
Yeah.
It was never anything negative intention. I figure, when you've got that much junk in your trunk, you can throw a pretty decent slider and a pretty decent cutter. I'm just saying.
And Danny did come in here Monday and agree that Jake is packing. Jake, has that helped you in your career, you think?
I don't know. I just happen to be that way, I guess.
All right, we'll move on. We'll move on from that quickly. Kind of a serious topic here, Jake, and you form relationships with your teammates, and some move on due to draft, graduation, some move on via the portal, and we're seeing some Pirate pitchers, Lance Williams, most recently Brad Pruitt, and others hitting the transfer portal. And look, we want everybody to stay, but also everybody has to make their own decision for their life. How do you kind of feel about it as a guy that did stay when you see this? Is it disappointment? Is it, hey, I'm happy for them no matter what they do? What kind of feelings do you have when you see this stuff?
I think for me is as long as it's something where you feel like you want to move on and you feel like this is a better opportunity than what ECU can provide, then I have no animosity towards you. Like, I have great relationships with all those guys and other portal guys that had left, and it's just one of those things where that's just the nature of the game. And
yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of the transfer portal, just the way I grew up, but if that's what they choose to do for their career and they think it helps them, then I'm all for them doing what they think is best for them. And, I don't want to say I don't blame any of those guys for, taking that step for what they want to do. But, it's their career, it's their life. And, I'm still going to probably talk to every single one of them. And that's just the nature of the game.
Cliff Godwin tweeting out earlier today, our system is so broken. We have coaches at P4 schools texting our players directly who are not in the portal, and we have proof. So we'll see if anything goes from there, if Cliff leaves it at that, or if he, sends some evidence to the NCAA or whatever you do in this situation. But it's kind of a mess, Jake, which is why, and we've talked about it a lot, but guys like Rajay Harris, R.J. Felton, Riley Johnson, Jake Hunter will remember, because you guys are almost not the norm anymore. So, staying all 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just like I said, it's grown so much even in the last 2 years, 3 years since it really became popular. Yeah, and it's just one of those things where guys want to use it to advance their career. If that's what they think is best, then they're free to use it. So
yeah,
it's just one of those things.
Jarrett, we'll wrap it up here shortly, but you got to talk some Hornets with Jake.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what his outlook for this offseason is. What does he want? And I don't know. Are you gonna continue to watch every game during the season?
Yeah, I didn't get to catch all of them at the end of the year due to my season. But I definitely still looked at some of the box scores, which doesn't tell the whole truth.
What is the truth?
Yeah, well, I don't know. But obviously I don't, and like the fourth pick, it is what it is. Obviously I wanted number 1 so we could get Flag. I think he would have fit well in that starting lineup there. But obviously I like the pieces. I think they need some veteran leadership there coming in off the bench. I think it's just one of those things where they need someone to hold the players accountable, and I don't know if they really have that.
Yeah.
That voice in the locker room for that. Obviously, the talent. Some games is there. Some games we look like we're the best team in the league, and then the next game we'll lose by 40 points to the worst team in the league. So it's just one of those. Maybe we get the right guys, get the right mesh. I don't want to trade anybody. I like all the guys, the core group, but if they want to move on from some of the bigger pieces to kind of reset the core, I would not be too mad.
We could talk to Jake about his relationship with his teammates and Coach Godwin and his, passion for baseball in East Carolina. But all you need to know about his loyalty is the fact that he still is passionate and roots for the Charlotte Hornets like he does. That's all you need to know about Jake Hunter. That shows you the kind of guy he is. Because Jake, you have not had a lot of fun watching this franchise.
Some nights are fun.
Okay. All right. I just don't understand how you're 20 games under 500, but you can still enjoy a game. I don't know. But hey, Jake does it.
Hey, those Wednesday night games at Bella Green were pretty fun.
Yeah, I guess they are. Jake, good stuff, man. So how can we kind of follow you now? You said you're playing, what, tonight?
I'll be pitching tomorrow night.
Awesome.
I'm playing with the Frederick Keys, which I think they were.
Yeah, it's an old minor league team.
Yeah, so the way the draft league kind of works is they focus a lot on the analytics and stuff like that, and send them out to all the teams. But it's every team's old minor league teams that got cut because of COVID.
Sweet, I like it. Yeah, Frederick Keys. It's a blast from the past.
So I'm playing for the Frederick Keys, and tomorrow I'll be throwing against the Trenton Thunder, I think it is.
Yep, I remember that name too. All right. Yeah. Well, good deal, man. Good luck, Jake. We'll be keeping up with you and hoping for the best, man. But appreciate you joining us today. And man, you gotta. I'm a big fan, Jake. Great sense of humor and obviously a great player, great teammate as well. So thank you for joining us here on Pirate Radio over the years, and we wish you the best. And we'll keep in touch with you, Jake.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There is Jake Hunter joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, closing out his Pirate career in style with shutting down the Gators to get that win, and a big win at that, over Florida on Sunday. Pirates just could not get a run across the plate a few hours after that against Coastal Carolina, and their season came to an end. But what an end to the season it was. Now we will talk to some of these outgoing Pirates and also keep you update on the portal, because that thing is ever growing, including some East Carolina Pirates entering now the number at 14
for ECU with Brad Pruitt going in today. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We will talk Holt Naylors. We will talk to Holt Naylors about tampering and more. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Talk a little bit about the financing options that you provide.
We're here to help anybody from bad credit, poor credit, rebuilding credit, or great credit. We find the best deal through over 30 lenders here that we work with every day, and we're focused on finding the best fit for all our customers.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of Greenville Auto World and Greenville Motor Company and is fully stocked with an inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. They're showing some NBA Finals Game 1 highlights from throughout the years. Some MJ, some Clyde the Glide, Kobe, LeBron. But man, does it get any better than the Iverson step over? Was really pulling for the underdog Sixers that year when it was basically a one-man team. They had old Mutombo, Eric Snow, Matt Geiger, maybe. It was just a kind of a George Lynch, like late in his career. But it was AI trying to do it all. He couldn't, but he did in that Game 1 and had the step over Tyronn Lue, which is awesome. All right, great chat with Jake Hunter. Look forward to following his career. Shirley, there's another one to add to the list. Follow what Jake Hunter's doing in his MLB Summer League. Very cool. They're playing with now defunct minor league team names. So he's with the Fredericksburg Keys, which I remember as a kid. Frederick Keys.
Frederick Keys.
Maybe get the Carolina Mudcats in that league.
Yeah, playing the Trenton Thunder. I need to see all the names of teams there because I had some of those hats back in the day. Are the Burlington Bees still a team? I had a cool Burlington Bees hat back in the day. Let's get to our Holt Naylor's interview. Talked to Holt a couple hours ago in Studio C, and boy, we had a lot to talk about. Here it is. All right, joining us back inside the Pirate Radio building back in Greenville, North Carolina, Holton Ahlers, former Pirate QB with the Arlington Renegades, host of the Holton Ahlers Show. Welcome back, Holt.
Clipper, feels good to be back, man.
We kept in touch with you every week, but haven't seen you in a while. Let's briefly recap year 2 of the UFL, and you got in a little bit, scored a couple touchdowns. I know you want to see more action, but how do you kind of summarize year 2?
It was good. It was fun. I mean, look, I love playing whether I play or not. Like, what's good about that league is you get paid whether you play or not. I guess like college football now, I guess. I don't know how that works, but I'd assume if you sign an NIL deal, you get paid on that. But yeah, so I mean, it was fun. Got in a little bit more. Would love to play more. Had a cool moment with Caden throwing him the ball in the stands, the first touchdown. So a lot of fun memories. I love Texas. I love seeing the cowboy boots and the horses and the cattle and going to concerts and stuff. So it was a good time, man.
Good deal. Good to hear. And yeah, you did have a moment you'll never forget with the throw to Caden after the touchdown, and also cool picture. And I'm sure you've been able to create a lot of these moments, but with you and Isaiah and Garrett and Noah, that's pretty cool to see all in your pro jerseys together.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. Yeah. It was crazy. Like, so me, Garrett, and Noah lived together all season.
Your dad was explaining that to me. I was like, wait, so like, is the playbook of their team like in his bedroom? Like, could you steal that if you wanted to?
Yeah, it was like a super rain delay. Yeah, so like, and we found the same plane too. I think I've told you that. So, like, the way the UFL works is all the teams are based in Arlington, Texas, and then you fly to wherever the away game is. So, like, I'm lucky because our team is in Arlington, Texas. So we actually have real home games. But for away games, like, we'll get on the flight, and the other team will get on the flight. Like, one sits in the front, one sits in the back. They keep you pretty separated. But, yeah, you fly on one plane together and go play the game.
So, like, for Noah, in a sense, every game's an away game because he's got to travel somewhere.
Yeah. So that's where, like the Renegades we've sucked the last 3 years somehow. I'm like, how is that even possible? Every free agent possible should want to sign with us because we're the only team you don't have to travel every weekend.
Right. I got the CFL kicking off tonight. Good luck with Justin Hardy with the Ottawa Red Blacks. He'll be playing. You got Snead up there. Got, Jeremy Lewis had a good preseason. I don't know his status right now with the roster.
I think he's with them. I know he didn't get cut, and I talked to Hampton Nurgle. He made their practice squad too. So, yeah.
Good deal. So that's going on. You can watch
Justin Hardy tonight on CBS Sports. If you
it's on CBS. Let's
itching
go.
for some football, yeah. Holton, will you be watching the NBA Finals?
If I'm home and it's on, like, yeah, but I mean, you just want to watch the Pacers get bodied, which I hope they do. Like, yeah.
I didn't even get an opportunity to ask you if you still wanted Tibbs fired for Michael Malone before Tibbs got fired.
You know what I tell you? I did want Tibbs fired. I got a little sad yesterday, like really looking like Tibbs' story. He really changed. I love Tibbs, but I felt like he got us as far as he could possibly get us. And I really believe that is a thing in a coach. Like, there's coaches who can rebuild, but once they rebuild and they get it there, like, they've hit their max. I'm not saying Coach Houston was that, but if you look at, like, I think Coach Houston had a higher ceiling than that. But if you look at, like, ECU football, for example, like, he flipped the program, rebuilt it, and then, like, did, people at ECU think, administration think that the max was, like, winning a bowl game my senior year. And then it's like, okay, now we got to go find a coach who can get us to higher levels. So that's kind of what it was with the Knicks as well. And, like, I was a big Mike Malone guy, but I tell you, there's a lot of other names that I'm getting excited about as well. So,
who? Dan Hurley?
Dan Hurley, I think, would be awesome. I don't know if he would last in New York fighting with the fans, because those fans will fight right back with you. Jason Kidd would be awesome. He coached Brunson for the Mavs. I don't know if the Mavs would allow it. Another name that I'm really excited about that I've heard, I'm in a Discord with 7,000 Knicks fans that I talk to every day, is Rajon Rondo. I think he would be amazing.
What is he doing now?
He's just, I don't know what he's doing now, but every player that I've heard has said he's like the smartest player ever. So I think I was listening to an interview actually today of, I think it was Tristan Thompson or someone that said, no, it was Boogie Cousins. He said, for people who thought J.J. Redick was smart, that Rajon Rondo was like head over heels better than him.
Huh. Well, I mean, it's you could go the retread route. You could go the kind of radical route, bring in a first-timer with that.
I think it'd be sweet, yeah.
How about Jay Wright? He's kind of like the new Bill Cowher. When Bill Cowher retired from the Steelers, every year it was like he's going to get hired. That's going to happen with Jay Wright for the next 10 years probably.
It makes sense. I mean, he coached all the Villanova guys, and that's pretty much people call us the Villanova Knicks. So, like, I think he'll definitely get an interview. I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't think
those college guys going to pro, you're just not.
I would take it, and I'd be excited because it's like, okay, he knows how to get the best out of Jalen Brunson. He knows how to get the best out of Mikal Bridges. Like, I like that aspect of it. I just think there's more exciting names, but I really would be excited for that because I think Dante DiVincenzo wants to come back to the Knicks. I think that would kind of seal the deal eventually of him coming back to the Knicks as well.
This is old, very old news, but I saw the clip of DiVincenzo yapping at Tibbs.
That was a preseason game.
So is Brunson's dad a part of the
assistant coach?
Okay, all right. So that's what that was.
Yeah.
So I saw them going after it.
And that's what now it's like, okay, does a new coach come in and keep Brunson's dad? Like, he's your superstar on a low contract. Like, you got to keep him happy. And Brunson's dad, from what I've heard, is a really good coach. So, like, when I went to the Knicks games, like, he was warming up. Like, every star player pretty much warmed up with Brunson's dad, which is pretty cool.
Holt Naylor's joining us. Man, we got a ton of ECU topics to hit as well. Let's go with football because Rajay Harris told a great story. It was kind of just a little tidbit. I asked about, can Caden Hauser, how is he as far as a leader and all that? And he told a story about last year during spring, Rajay couldn't fully work out because of his wrist, but was able to run sprints. And he said after a sprint, he was bending over. He said, man, I'm tired. And Caden Hauser, the new kid on the block, was beside him and said, if you're going to be the leader of this team, I need you to stand up right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. I saw that.
Yeah, and Rajay said, hold on now. And then he was like, man, you're right. Like, I respect that. I thought that was a cool story, Holt, and says a lot, I think, about Caden Hauser.
No, it does a lot. I like Caden a lot. I mean, I've been very vocal, even when he wasn't starting last year, that I thought he should have been the starter all along. And I think if we have him and JDB, like, no matter who else we have tried out there next year, like, we're going to compete. I think he's a very, very good college quarterback, and he has a chance to be a really great college quarterback here. Very glad we kept him with NIL and transfer portal and all that. But, yeah, I think that's cool. I think – dude, it's weird because, like, that story is really cool because Rajay, like, obviously I've been through, the trenches with Rajay too, and, like, he's the type of guy that loves that stuff. But then, like, being a quarterback is also understanding, like, sprints and, like, summer especially. I know you're talking about spring there, but, like, there's times when, like, dudes are, like, laying or want to lay down or, like, about to pass out. that don't want to be talked to, but they're like bending over and you're like, dude, you got to stand up and you got to figure out a way to talk to someone that gets offensive immediately after, something like that when they feel like they're dying. And then it's like, I'm not coming at you, but you got to stand up.
Right.
So like that is where like, especially year 2 in a program, it's cool to hear that he did that, year 1 before year 1. Year 2 is where like you have the respect now to like I've been through it. Like we've done it. I've already done it with you guys. I've shown I can do it. I've been a leader. You got to stand up. So like that's kind of the next step.
Excited for Pirate football. Still got a little ways to go, but kind of inching towards that now that we're done with the athletic calendar year with baseball losing on Saturday. And man, how about a lot of drama coming out of that thing?
Yeah, I guess good for Pirate Radio social media.
No
and
doubt.
even you, Clip, you had a tweet that went pretty viral, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We've been hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah, because that guy, the Florida guy, right?
Yeah.
Coach?
Did you ever experience any opposing coach yapping at you? Probably not to that degree that he got
football.
Parker Bird.
It's weird. Yeah, football. Like you're not around them enough until like the end of the game, I guess. Like there's always yapping before, but you're never really around them. Like
and Caden was talking about, and this situation I feel like always could break into a riot. It never does, but when a player gets tackled on the other sideline, and everybody crowds around, and like for a second you're like it's about to go down.
Like anytime like CJ Johnson, who I talked to yesterday, shout out CJ, like anytime he would get tackled on the opposing sideline, he would like somehow he would like start the fight. I'm like, dude, you're outnumbered by 200 people right now. Like, what are you doing over there? But that was just like that's how CJ was. But yeah, anytime someone gets tackled over there, and especially now being like a backup, like where I was back in the UFL, like I love talking junk during games.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Was it Caden that said? Yeah, Caden said that like now you chirp after every play.
I chirp when I'm playing. Like if you ask some of the linemen, especially, like I would chirp when I was playing at ECU. But like being a backup, I love chirping on the sideline. There's nothing they can do. Like I'm not. You're going to hit me? I'm on the sideline. Like, I'm not even playing.
Just crazy for the Kevin O'Sullivan to basically fire up East Carolina. Like
yeah, it's weird.
He was just on a rampage though. He was going after everybody.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess SEC when you get bodied by those big non-big schools, you get pretty upset.
Cliff Godwin tweeting out earlier today that he has proof that Power 4 schools are texting his players that aren't even in the portal.
Yeah, that's
does that shock you, Holton?
Not at all. I say
did it happen to you, Holton?
Tweet it out. Oh, absolutely.
I know.
He should tweet it out.
I know. That's the thing. Like, who is it? Let's see who it is.
Really expose him. I bet no one will do it. Then if you tweet out the text message from the players, you really want to do it. Tweet out the coach's number too. Tell fans to tweet it.
I think the problem is like, all right, either A, the school that is calling this out is also cheating, or B, it's more likely that if Cliff Godwin does this somehow, they are going to come with a microscope and look at every single thing going on with the whole athletic program.
That is true.
And find these little stupid things. So it's like, it sucks. It's almost like you're blackmail or something. Like,
well, we'll tell you, like, you said that, like, did teams reach? I mean, yeah, 100%. I've talked about that before. But, like, do you ever think, and this is something that, like, I'm going to ask you this question. We always think of other schools doing it. Do you think ECU ever does it?
Yes.
You think we do it as well?
Yes. And not because I know it happened, because I think everybody's doing it to a degree.
Yeah.
And hell, next. But yeah, and I'm not talking about baseball. I was actually talking about football years ago. But yeah, man, I do think it goes on everywhere. It's almost like the unwritten rule that gets broken by everybody. Or I guess it is. Is it a written rule? Like, what could happen if you're found guilty of texting Austin Irby right now and he's not in the portal?
But see, my thing is, like, is it illegal for players? Like, I talk to players. I talk to players with my friends.
It's a good workaround.
Yeah. Like, I talk to players with my friends, like, hey, it'd be fun if we played together.
Right, yeah.
Like,
now that's legal
from
tampering.
Greenville. Yeah. Receiver from Greenville, that's pretty good. Plays in the UFL right now. Leads the UFL in touchdowns. It'd been fun if we played together.
Oh, that guy, yeah. A lot of rumors that could have maybe happened.
It's very close.
Yeah.
We worked out together every single day in COVID. So.
Good dude. I'm a fan.
Yeah. No name, though.
No name. The crazy world of college athletics. Holton, what is your... Are you staying in sports once you're done playing in any regard? other than talking about it?
Well,
as far as coaching,
yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to be in this world, this crazy ass world?
College?
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I would.
Okay.
I'm not going to say no. I just think it's different from like what any person who gets into coaching wants it to be.
Right. That's why you see so many old veterans getting out of it. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It would have to be the perfect situation. I wouldn't want to be a GA. I talked to Coach Houston about it right when I finished, right when I got cut from Seattle. And, like, we had talks about it, and it was just kind of, if you want to do it, but look, if you want to have a family, it's also tough, too. I actually talked to Coach Houston the other day, and he was just talking about how, like, refreshed he was being around Dabo, and he was like, dude, we're done at 5:30 every day. Like, he doesn't let us stay that late. He's actually was living with Dabo before he got a house there, so it's cool.
I don't know the pay situation comparative to East Carolina, but I know his name is not, above the title now, but it's got to be just like so relaxing almost.
Yeah.
Like you have a good job at a great school and a great conference, and the pressure is kind of off of you too.
Oh, I mean, he's a great coach too. I mean, great people that he's around. Dabo's done a good job of that. That's why Clemson's been good.
Yeah.
And then, he said, like, when I talked to him, he was like, it's almost like you look back now, it's like a blessing because, like, I needed, like, a restart and a refresh. Not knowing that he did, but, like, when you're in it for so many years, I'd imagine, like, when you're working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, like, that's just what you're used to. But then, like, you go somewhere and it's like, wow, it's refreshing. Like, we see our families, we're around them more. We don't miss basketball games and stuff and football games. So, like, yeah, it's cool. And then, fun fact, Dabo's tradition is your first game coaching at Clemson, you get to run down the hill. You have to run down the hill with the team, like when they enter. And Coach Houston's first game is LSU at 7:30 at night.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big one. It's probably an ego shock because all these coaches have egos, but if you can handle that, it's not the worst gig in the world to be an assistant football coach.
Heck no.
It's not too bad. All right, Holt. Great interview with Raheem Jeter last week. Good to hear from him. Really for the first time. Seems like a good guy. So, what's next?
So we got some exciting things we're gonna announce soon.
Okay.
I don't want to say it yet until it's like fully confirmed. I was showing some of you guys some of it. And then we might as in like high probability go on a little tour to interview head football coaches in North Carolina around for college football. So we're trying to lock some things in place.
Chapel Hill.
I don't know about Chapel Hill yet. That would be cool, but it has to be approved by his fiance. So
if we can get Holden, Caden, and Jordan in the background, that would be awesome.
But yeah, we're gonna try to make a little tour. So we're trying to plan it now and get the clearance. It's a little bit harder. ECU obviously we have a lot of clearance. Like they're cool. I can call Coach Harrell and talk to him, but it's kind of harder when you didn't play there and stuff. So we're trying to get the clearance to do all that, and hopefully it works out.
That'd be great. A lot of exciting personal stuff going on for you too. You nervous?
Yeah, get married.
Excited?
I'm excited. I don't think I'm nervous yet. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect. It's always like I've always seen like all my brothers get married, and then I'm like, wow, it's me now. So we'll see.
Just I guess my only advice would be like it's your day, but really it's her day.
It's her
so whatever
day,
you can do to make her have her great day,
yeah,
that's what I would try to 100%.
do. So. Yeah, I always joke with her. I'm like, I'm going to show up, and I'm excited to see all the surprises of how the wedding's going to be, how it's going to look, because she's planned everything.
I know, yeah. I was the same way. I was like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Yeah,
here.
I'm like, this is cool. Those flowers right there.
Taylor is joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, and some big stuff coming up with the Holt Naylor Show. And glad to have him back in these parts. We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour 2, get you ready for a busy hour 3. Former Pirate Evan Voliva will join us to talk some baseball. And also Greg Hudson, where in the world is Coach Hud? We'll find out in hour number 3 of today's program. Back with you after these words.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay? The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
Watch the Down East Bird Dogs play.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation, that's just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and get a Shackaroni pizza for only $12.99. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Arr, matey, this old ship's looking worse than a sea monster's backside. Look at these splintered planks, this saggy deck. It's a bloody mess.
Ah, you be right, mate. Even the galley's a disaster. Me kitchen's more like a dungeon than a place for cooking.
What we need is someone who can fix this old tub, make it shine like treasure.
Wait, I've heard of KDL Construction in Greenville. Kathy Herring and her crew do magical things with remodeling. They can fix up kitchens, bathrooms, even whole ships. Homes.
Aye, and she talks to her crew like a true captain. No surprises, just smooth sailing. I heard they got a skilled crew with cabinets, counters, and everything we need.
Aye, let's call KDL Construction, mate. It's time to turn this rust bucket into a beauty. I'm gonna visit KDLConstructionLLC.com today.
KDL Construction, turning your home from shipwrecked to ship shape. Arr!
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. But head to Bojangles soon, because even though breakfast is served all day, the sausage Bowberry biscuit is here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We got time for about a 1-minute segment here. Did y'all see? By the way, Evan Voliva is in the studio. What's up, Evan?
What's up,
Good to see you, man. We'll talk to you in a moment, but you can chime in here. This was not one of my favorite parts of SportsCenter because I like the highlights and the personalities back in the day. But do you remember Sports Science?
Yeah, guy died.
Oh, damn, Jared. I know. I was going to get to that.
Oh.
John Brinkus passed away on May 31st.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, apparently
Sports Science.
battled with depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah, early.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hadn't read much into it.
Yeah, no, not a great story, but yeah, rest in peace.
No, sorry I brought that up. Joel's asking, will J-Bone tape himself doing play-by-play like we see nowadays and post to the socials? All right, well, Jared's doing the PA announcing for the Yard Gnomes on Saturday. He's not doing play-by-play.
Yeah, be pretty cool.
And I don't know how exciting it would be to watch Jared announce the third baseman.
Well, here we can go ahead. Now batting, third baseman for the Yard Gnomes, John Smith.
That is electric, yes. Please get that on video so we can all watch it.
By way of Marietta, Georgia.
Ooh,
I might throw
hit
a
by way.
Yeah.
Darren says, we talked to Jake Hunter a moment ago, he will be pitching for the Frederick Keys, which is kind of confusing because I remember them being an affiliate of the O's, I want to say.
You are
Shirley.
correct, sir.
Yeah. But now this MLB Summer League is using defunct minor league team names. So Jake Hunter will be pitching Friday night for the Frederick Keys against the Trenton Thunder in the MLB Summer League. So, Evan, you familiar with this at all?
No, that's
news to you.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
That's also a really quick turnaround for him.
No kidding. Yeah, we asked him. I asked, "How's the arm?" Like, you just got finished throwing multiple games against Florida, and he said, "I'm good. I'm only going to pitch one day a week." So,
So did he
Thunder
say
used to
it's
be affiliate of the Yankees?
The Trenton Thunder? Yeah, I thought I recognized that name too.
It's
Zach
the
Womack was the trainer up there for a while.
There you go.
It's high
Here,
school
get into that
seniors.
mic so people can hear your great voice, Evan.
It's high school seniors and guys with no more eligibility in college. Is that what he said?
I think he said just draft eligible players. So, yeah, because he said he would be facing a high school kid, right?
Yeah. Those high school kids are going to they get tore up.
Well, I don't know.
It's a draft league?
Yeah.
So basically, he said it's like super analytics and they send things to teams type stuff. So, yeah, I'm kind of ignorant to it as well. But, boy, Jake getting thrown right back into the fire. He was traveling up to Maryland when we talked to him today.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And he is the only East Carolina player that is in that league because I double-checked all the team rosters, and there are no other East Carolina players in that league.
I guess one of the other options would be Riley maybe, but
or Dixon, but he might.
But Dixon is, yeah, he's probably just going to the draft and
Yeah, he's
will get
definitely-
drafted.
So I think he'll be top 5 round.
Top 5.
Yeah, he top 5.
Top
That's your
5.
pick. I like it.
Yeah.
You feel good about his draft analysis?
I do, yeah. I'd draft him.
We'll take a break, come back, and talk to Evan about the crazy weekend. I want to get your thoughts on the portal as well a little bit, because we have 14 Pirates that were on the roster this year in the portal. So, and you played for Cliff. You know Cliff very well. I want to get your take on his tweet from earlier today.
Okay.
So a lot to talk about with Evan Voliva when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Hey Birdland, join us at Oriole Park for Father's Day on Sunday, June 15th at 1:35 to cheer on the Orioles as they take on the Los Angeles Angels. Arrive early. The first 15,000 fans will receive an Orioles straw hat presented by WBAL TV 11. Perfect for beating the summer sun, sports your Orioles fandom with his orange and black wide-brimmed hat. Treat Dad this Father's Day and come out for a fun-filled afternoon of Orioles baseball at the Yard. Get your tickets today at Orioles.com/tickets.
Wings Over Greenville just turned up the heat with a new Honey Hotter flavor. Sweet meat spicy in the boldest way yet. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club. Earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Get ready, Pirate Nation. The 42nd Annual Washington Summer Festival is back, June 13th and 14th on the beautiful Washington waterfront. Enjoy live music by Craig Woolard and the Embers, incredible food, local craft vendors, and an amazing fireworks show lighting up the sky. 2 days of fun, flavor, and family-friendly entertainment. It's the summer kickoff you don't want to miss. Come celebrate the tradition, the music, and the magic at the Washington Summer Festival. For more information, visit the Summer Festival on Facebook. This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, talking a little MLB with Evan Voliva. Another great performance by Mackenzie Gore last night, who is destined to be an all-star this year. I believe still leading the league in strikeouts, but had another great outing for the Nationals last night. We're talking about Zach Agnos, who right now has a, 1.50 ERA. He has locked down 4 saves for the Rockies, and as bad as the Rockies are, he has very good numbers.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. And they've actually won a few in a row here, so stay hot. Jared, your team trying to walk off the Tigers here and win a series.
All right.
think they won game 1 of this series.
Yeah, lost 5-4 last night.
And right now, 2 on in the 10th inning, nobody out. And the White Sox threatening.
Is it first and second?
First and second. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck.
The Buck.
Evan Voliva joining us here in the Pirate Radio studios to talk some Pirate baseball. Evan, welcome back. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, wild weekend for ECU baseball. And let's go ahead and start with the fireworks and dramatics, because that's been my question of the week for you former athletes. Have you ever experienced anything like what we saw? And I've talked to some former football players and good to talk to another baseball guy. Basically the Parker Bird situation. Danny Beal called him and he came on and told his story about how, yes, the Florida head coach told him to stick a whiteboard up his you-know-what and MF'd him. And Evan, in all your baseball days, and you played for years and years, including the pros, did you ever experience anything similar to that?
From a coach, no. From player to player, absolutely. I mean, just about every weekend. But
right.
No, I mean, Clip, we played against some teams that had some real choice word coaches, and no, I've never been talked to or heard of anyone being talked to from a coach in that manner. But I don't know how much you've looked into his past.
Yeah,
he's got pretty juicy headlines on him.
I saw somebody on social media when we put out that video say, so we're just supposed to believe this player unprovoked he said something, and I just how are you giving this guy the benefit of the doubt?
I mean, I said it on here. If it was any other player, I would be like, okay, maybe. But Parker Bird,
right?
No
you got
chance.
Parker Bird on one side and
this
O'Sullivan
guy in
on
the world.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah. By the way, White Sox win. They walk it off. Way to go, J-Bone.
Nice. That's win number 20.
Your over is still alive. 20 wins for the White Sox. So you had that part of it. I wonder how much, Evan, it's I'm in the SEC. I've won a championship. I'm catered to. Like, it just felt so like obnoxious, ego. Like, he just went on a rampage, not just against our guys, but against the site rep, the grounds crew. Like, he was going after everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it just the vibe I got was that he was maybe just salty that he lost game 1, and I mean, geez, in the grand scheme of things, an hour delay. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal.
He had to call the bus driver, Evan.
Yeah,
I mean, that's huge.
He did. I know he had to get on the phone and call somebody, but
which he didn't even do, by the way. That's not even his job, right? You got an ops guy.
You've got an ops guy who gets the phone call and then just communicates that to you. So I don't understand. I still don't really understand what the issue was. Like, it's the whole story. Was he complaining that he wasn't informed
in a timely manner? Maybe. They got it at which
everybody found out at the same time, which is why
like midnight the night before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was texting Chip, the SID. I was like, "Hey, is this true?" And he's like, "Yes." And so nobody was left in the dark.
And also, I mean, you're playing in a regional. There's 4 teams playing. The chances of everything staying on schedule,
oh my God,
are so slim. I mean, God. Could you imagine if he coached here?
Every regional at East Carolina has never gone to plan.
Gosh, I mean, there was one year, I think it was 2018, we spent more time in the locker room, for rain delays than we did on the field.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to be able to adjust, and it's not fun for anybody, and I get the frustration, but man, he took it to a new level. I told this to Jake and to Parker and to Danny, and I'll tell you, I'm almost shocked that it didn't get crazier pregame, because I don't know how Cliff Godwin didn't lose his mind on the dude.
It probably is a good thing that he's calmed down,
mellowed a little
bit, because I can assure you, 2018, 2019 Cliff Godwin, if that had happened, yeah, it probably wouldn't have ended well.
You'd have had some good video.
Yeah, there'd have been some real good video.
Looking forward to catching up with Cliff and talk to Chip today. Cliff's got some not exit interviews, some postseason interviews and obligations before he wants to do anything. But we do plan to get him on definitely this summer to recap everything. And he's dealing with a lot right now, Evan, trying to see who he's going to have on the roster next year, because you've got the transfer portal open. You've got tampering going on, according to Cliff Godwin. He tweeted out earlier today that he had proof of Power 4 teams and coaches texting his players who are not in the portal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is like a rule or a law, but it is definitely an unspoken rule amongst coaches. So I don't know how many programs are out there doing that, but one I would guarantee that is not would be East Carolina. So, but it's a tough nature. Nowadays, I couldn't imagine having to coach in it.
Or how about if you have a good year at ECU, Evan, and like you get that in your ear, people coming after you.
Oh, and that's why like you can't really get mad at the players, because I know me back then, if somebody's barking at me saying, "Hey, we'll offer you $250,000 to come throw the baseball," I mean, yeah, I'm gonna at least think about it. So
it's a lot of beers at $5.19.
yeah, I could buy $5.19.
It's got to be tempting, man. And I'm with you, man. I don't blame anybody for leaving. Everybody's got to take care of their own business or whatever, and you can be sour, but at the end of the day, if you're offered that kind of money, let's see what you would do. If you're offered that,
it's an NCAA issue.
Yeah.
I think it's just a poor leadership from their standpoint. There was no regulations or anything put into place. I mean, even in professional sports, it doesn't work like that. Like, you can't just bounce around. I mean,
the contract deal.
You've got to buy somebody out of a contract. So I think if this is what you're going to do, you've got to put something in place like that. I mean, it's the same deal as, like, say if an SEC school wanted to pick off our football coach, like, they've got to buy him out of his contract. I think it should be something in place like that for the players, or something that we've talked about too is like, what if it was just formula based, so like based on TV ratings, ticket sales, stuff like that, jersey sales, where it's I mean, there's no baseball players that are bringing in $300,000-$400,000 for their school. So I think it needs to be formula based, and it needs to go around to the team if you're going to do something like that.
It won't happen, but I wish it would be like they do in the European soccer leagues, and I learned this by playing FIFA. If you get a team or get a player off another team, or they get one off yours, they paid their salary, of course, but there's a transfer fee. They basically pay the club to, hey, we're going to give you how many ever $1,000 to get this player. So, like, at least you get something out of the deal.
Absolutely.
I don't think that would work, but if the SEC and Big Ten and these schools have all this money, then they won't miss a few 100,000 or whatever bucks.
Because I mean, the way it's going is like, as deep as their pockets are, I would hate to see ECU turn into a AAA program for those programs.
And I guess what you need, and it's rare that this happens in any walk of life, but the person with the power and the money to say, this isn't right. Like, we need somebody from the SEC saying, this whole thing isn't right. We need to change this, because that's, if somebody says it from the American or the Sun Belt, nobody's going to listen.
Nothing's going to happen. I think we need to rally all of our donors together and just start picking off some SEC players, and then they'll go crying about it, and then something will actually get
That's
done.
true. Then change will happen.
Yeah.
They'll just ban us from the NCAA or something. And the problem, I don't know if problem's the word, but the thing is, and Cliff, I think, has shown some signs of, I got to try to keep up with the Joneses. I got to get in this portal. But you've got like the most loyal guy ever coaching ECU in this non-loyal world. And it's got to be hard for him to understand and adapt to it, but it's kind of the way it is. But, man, I know it hurts Cliff the way it is to kind of pour everything into these guys and then to see them walk out the door.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, like, it's detrimental to the players, in my opinion, like their life after sports, because the real world doesn't operate like that. And you're just setting in this like transactional type of environment, you're setting them up for failure. So there's no more pride in your school. There's no more pride. And I mean, you're going through the hard things in the fall together. Like, there's no more pride in stuff like that. It's just, let me get mine, and y'all can if y'all don't want to get on board, then so.
Evan, you played, it wasn't that long ago, but during your time, it was a difference between college and professional baseball, right? So how did you kind of adjust to the professional lifestyle, which is not that glamorous in the minor leagues, I understand. I heard it's gotten better, but how about for you?
Well, going to minor league ball, coming from ECU, like it felt like from a lifestyle perspective, I was coming from the major leagues going to the minor leagues. So we didn't realize how good we had it, the nice hotels, the nice meals and stuff like that. But I would say your day's not really planned out for you in pro ball. So at ECU, you've got class, you've got practice, you've got a set schedule every day. In pro ball, that's up to you. If you want to get there 4 hours before the game, you can. If you want to show up right before the game, you can. But ultimately, it's on you.
That's a good, so I talked to a couple guys currently playing minor league baseball not too long ago, Josh Gross and Jacob Jenkins Coward, and they said that they like the freedom, but they also said it's on me now, and if I'm not putting in the work, I'm done. At least at East Carolina, hey, maybe you don't want to do every single thing lined up for you, but if you do it, you're going to succeed and you're going to have a spot. In the pros, hey, do what you want, but if you're not getting the work done, see you. So it's kind of a good news, bad news situation.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you don't have a strength coach that's in there saying, well, you squatted 335 6 months ago, like we got to get to here. Like everything is totally up to you. Workout wise, if you want to work out at all, it's totally up to you. So for some guys it works for, some it doesn't. But yeah, like you said, it's totally on you.
How did your career kind of go? When were you forced to give it up, or did you make the choice yourself? How'd that work?
Yeah, I was forced out of the Yankees. It was kind of a weird time that I played. I played from 19 to 23, but in those 4 years, we had COVID where we were out for almost a year and a half. And then I blew my elbow out again. So that was another year and a half that I missed for that. So I didn't get a whole lot of playing time as far as that goes. It's kind of a weird experience, but it was like I say, it was weird, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's got to be tough. Like you're always like every day competing for your job, basically, right? Because they're looking for somebody to replace you, basically.
Oh yeah, I mean you're constantly like looking over your shoulder. You know those times of the year when cuts are made, and you're like, I know for me, I was a senior sign, so there wasn't a lot of stock in me. So that was constantly a thought in the back of my mind. But I mean, I just tried to go out there and play the game. I mean, at the end of the day, I was playing a kid's game.
Right. That's a good way to look at it.
A couple bags of peanuts. So.
And man, we mentioned Zach Agnos earlier. Some of it's luck. I know you busted your tail just like all these guys did, but the Zach Agnos rise is not normal. Like some of you guys that who was it? Evan Krasinski we just talked to recently. Never got there. Was at AAA and was like knocking on the door but he has now moved on with his baseball life. And then you got a guy like Agnos who barely pitched at East Carolina, getting saves in the big league. So some of it's luck, fate, whatever. But also Zach busted his ass.
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying that.
But a lot of it is luck, and that was kind of a tough pill to swallow because you work hard your whole life thinking that guarantees success and guarantees results, but a lot of it is luck.
The injury deal.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it couldn't happen to a better guy than Zach Agnos. I mean, super hard worker, great kid, great family.
And look at his brother, too.Is brother was the pitcher. Like, Jake was supposed to be that guy, and you talk about bad luck. I mean, the injuries he dealt with.
It's going to be fun at their house. But But no, like just to your point and like kind of how my career ended, I blew my elbow out, tried to make a comeback. I could tell that it just didn't feel like it did. And, I got released. I came back here. I was at Young's Physical Therapy rehabbing. doing baseball lessons and working there too, but also training at night, trying to make a comeback. And at that time, my daughter was 1, so that made my decision a lot easier. But it's one of those things, when you know.
Yeah.
And there were times where I was like, it just feels a lot like a job, and I don't love it like I did. When you spend so much time in the training room and rehabbing, it wears on you mentally. And I just got to a point where I didn't love it like I did.
But if you tell 8-year-old Evan Voliva you'd be in the Yankees organization, it's pretty damn cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
8-year-old Evan would have been super pumped. I don't know if he'd have been super pumped about playing for the Yankees, but I'm truly blessed and super grateful for the opportunities, but more than anything, I'm super grateful for the relationships that baseball brought me.
Yeah.
ECU and the Yankees. I mean, my best friends, the guys whose weddings I go to, most of it's through baseball.
Yeah, and Cliff has talked a lot about that, man. His best friends were his teammates here at ECU, and we're going to be missing some of that with these guys, leaving and things like that. But hopefully we still have the Jake Hunters and Riley Johnsons of the world that stick around. So.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to, build your team around guys like that, those guys that are natural born leaders. I don't know Braden Burris very well, but he surely seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
From an outsider looking in. So, I mean, I feel like that's what you got to do is you just got to have a team full of guys like that, and that's going to carry you.
With everything that happened over the weekend, have we given Ethan Norby enough flowers? I mean, this guy was great all year. It was like 2 weeks before the season started, Evan, that he was going to be kind of the bullpen floater, Danny Beal type guy. And we've had guys like that over the years who we're going to need you to just throw as many innings possible, help us out of some jams, maybe start here and there. And we had an injury or two. He became the Friday starter and was phenomenal. And, man, he was great against Florida. And he's a guy that I want to keep around this program with his intensity. Somebody pointed out every other game he didn't pitch, he was leading the cheers from the dugout. That's the kind of guy you need on your club.
Oh, he's big game pitcher. But you look in the dugout on games that he's not pitching, he seems like he's that guy in the dugout that kind of gets everybody jacked up. So definitely would love to keep him around and have some more outings next year like he did this year. But I would love to know the statistics on how you predict your starting lineup and your weekend rotation and bullpen arms at the beginning of the season versus how it ends up, because that's just so on brand for baseball to have a guy that you thought was going to be kind of your bullpen staple arm end up being your Friday night starter, national pitcher of the week.
Happens here a lot.
Yeah.
So. Good stuff with Evan Voliva joining us today, Pirate Radio Live. Evan, always fun to talk baseball with you, man. We'll keep in touch, do it again down the road. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Evan Voliva joining us today, Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to a former Pirate defensive coordinator when we return, Greg Hudson, I believe, on the campus of Ohio State. He's been making the rounds. He's been in Big Ten country, but sent me some pictures of their indoor, their rings, and all kinds of good stuff. So we'll find out what HUD's up to when we return. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to US Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville. North Carolina State Parks is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jockey's Ridge State Park, June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. Exciting educational activities will take place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Special events also include a drone show, a concert by the Connells on June 5th, and bubbly toasts at sunset. For tickets and a full schedule, visit jockeysridge50.com.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long, where good times are always on tap.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates? Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it. You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6. Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley, just want to point you out that Grandma Hunter said, thank you guys, really enjoyed it. And Mama Hunter said, thank you, Pirate Radio, for supporting and loving my boy. Go Pirates. So we're still cool with the Hunter family.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I didn't say anything mean.
I know, but when you start talking about their boy's butt, you know, it could get a little dicey.
Well, I mean,
dicey.
You know.
Got me feeling nicey.
You know, it's out there. It's not like you can miss it.
Oh, it's out there.
I'm out there, Jerry.
Loving every minute of it. Let's get the Hutter on. See what he's up to. Where in the world is Greg Hudson? We'll find out in just a moment. White Sox win, J-Bone. A little extra innings affair. Winners 3-2 over the Tigers. It's time for Brian Snicker to get fired. The Braves blow it against the Diamondbacks, and that is a sweep. I felt bad last night when I bet on the Diamondbacks plus money, but why not? The Braves can't score. Today they finally did score. They scored 10 runs and still lost. Yeah. So they cannot do anything right. Brett's Mets have a 4-3 lead over the Dodgers in the 4th inning. It is Orioles 4, Mariners 3. The Orioles made a coaching change and didn't matter for a while, but Baltimore has won 5 in a row. They're still 12 games under 500 and still a long ways to go, but they have won 5 straight, playing much better baseball, trying to knock off the Mariners today. Those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
No Hutter?
No Hutter as of yet, but I do have a stat to consider or possibly not consider.
Okay, this is new.
Okay. The Braves have won their last 766 games when leading by at least 6 runs after 8 innings.
Thanks, Shirley.
The club's last such loss was July 17th, 1973 versus the Mets.
The Mets.
In that game, the Braves entered the 9th inning with a 7-1 lead and lost 8-7.
Brett's grandfather was there eating a cannoli. Thank you, Shirley, for bad Brave stats. They are a joke, man. How is this possible with the team they have? Anyway, all right, no Hutter. Well, let's do a Fleet Feet rundown, and we'll talk about what's going on tonight in the world of sports. Big NFL news today. Aaron Rodgers. Well, is it big news? Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, and he will join Mason Rudolph in that quarterback room.
And Skylar Thompson.
Where is Field?
Jets. Week 1, Steelers, Jets.
Steelers, Jets, week 1. Is he, and we've talked about that, is he their starter, we think?
Yeah.
Where is Zach Wilson?
Broncos.
This is fun. Where is he? I was going to do this at Sports Trivia. Where is Devontae Adams?
Rams.
Yeah, like I asked you the other day, where is DeAndre Hopkins? Ravens, I think is the answer, right?
Yep.
So I need to do one of these. We will do some fantasy talk with CW, but I need a where are they now in the NFL? Where are the kind of the bigger names of yesteryear? Like, we don't think DeAndre has that much in the tank. How about Devontae? He should put up good numbers.
Yeah, alongside Puka Nacua, I think Rams got a good shot.
Where is Cooper Kupp?
Seattle.
What do they have? Oh, they brought in Darnold. Yeah.
It was a pretty funny clip of Mike McDonald the other day where they're like, you think Jalen Milroe has a shot? And he's just like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, we brought in Sam Darnold. He's going to start week 1.
Sorry, Jalen.
He's like, I know you guys got to do your job and ask that question, but Sam Darnold's our week 1 starter.
The dumbest thing. Yeah, and Sam Darnold earned it after what he did last year, although not a good end to his
I like this.
season.
Just throw out some more names.
Well, I got to know who's not where they were the previous year. How about this, Jared? I'll name some let's talk about additions, subtractions to teams.
Okay.
What did the Bills do this offseason to get better?
No, they brought in Joey Bosa from the Chargers, add some more pieces to that defensive line, and not really much else.
Okay. But they should be good as is.
Yeah, they did let Amari Cooper walk. They picked him up midseason, so he's still out there.
You said wait, what did you say?
Amari Cooper's still out there.
Huh. Okay. You said the Patriots, you like them to what? Winning record?
I said like 8-9 wins, potentially that 7 seed in the AFC.
Why is that? You like year 2 Drake May?
I like year 2 Drake May. I think they brought in some weapons, although I don't like the contract. Stephon Diggs can at least add a little something there.
We like Vrabel.
The defense is going to be the defense that New England's had for a long time now. Offensive line's going to be better. It's just, can they recover after that week 1 ass whooping? That's really the big question the Patriot fans are asking themselves right now.
Oh, man, I mean, it's way too early to look at this, but like, what NFL week 1 shocker? We'll do that in a moment. I love this NFL talk. Ravens are going to do what they do, make the playoffs and lose in the playoffs. What did the Bengals do to make sure Burrow gets back in the playoffs this year like they didn't this past year?
They really just brought back T. Higgins. That's the only thing. I mean, even
Anything defensively?
Shamar Stewart, they drafted him, but, Trey Hendrickson in that contract dispute, Shamar Stewart still has not signed his contract, has not even stepped on the field for the Bengals yet. So, just the same crap show, clown organization they've always been when it comes to handling situations like these, but Zach Taylor, offensive coach. You got a really good quarterback in Joe Burrow with some weapons. They'll
play fun games.
Yeah, they'll be borderline playoffs. And talk about Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers. Nothing there.
All right, the AFC South will forever be boring.
I wouldn't be surprised if. Go with the Texans, obviously.
That's my question: is who challenges them?
But
who's number 2?
I don't think this is crazy to say, but the Titans.
Cam Ward?
Yeah, I think Cam Ward's going to really.
I'm tired of doing the Trevor Lawrence is going to break out. I'm not going to do that anymore.
I'm still going to be a Trevor Lawrence supporter, and if it happens, I won't be surprised. But, I'm kind of off that, beating the table for him.
All right, at least 2, probably 3 teams that made the playoffs last year aren't going to make it this year. I know you're hoping at least one of those comes from the West.
It'd be Broncos.
You don't think the Broncos will make it this year?
Nah, because they'll finish 4th.
You really like the Chargers, right?
Yeah, I think they win the division.
Wow. And you think the Raiders can finish ahead of Denver?
That was kind of just.
I'm a Bo Nix hater, but
that's just me being me, just kind of tongue in cheek. But
I'm a Sean Payton hater. I hate everything about the Broncos. I hate Steven Igo. That's not true, but I got to admit I like what they're doing out there.
Yeah, no, it's going to be tough for the Raiders to get in the playoffs, but I think they'll be like the Bengals, that fun team. They're going to put up 40, but they're probably going to allow 41.
Jamie's got a where are they? Where is Javonte Williams?
Javonte Williams is with the Cowboys.
Yes, he is. So they did a whole flip-flop. Where is the Dowdle guy?
Carolina.
Okay. Where is Miles Sanders?
Miles Sanders
this is fun.
I think he is also with the Cowboys.
Oh, my God. Where's Ezekiel Elliott?
I don't think he's on the team.
He's with Greg Hudson at Ohio State. All right. Well, we continue to go division by division. Let's go NFC East. I am very concerned.
Nothing new. I don't think anything changes with those standings from last year.
Okay.
I think Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants is perfect.
Commanders back in the playoffs?
Yeah. It'll be – I think they're going to have to scratch and claw their way in there.
Yeah.
But with the Cowboys being the Cowboys and the Giants still stinking, it'll be an easy second, I feel like.
Well, one thing we did do last year, we beat some terrible teams, but did go 4-2 in the division. And good news, we had some terrible teams in division.
Yeah.
But
you're not going to get swept by the Cowboys this year.
We really need to go 5-1. We need to sweep the boys and the Giants and, split with Philly.
Yeah.
All right. What did the Commanders do to get better?
Tunsil
is
Debo.
The main thing.
Yeah, Tunsil and Debo.
I don't know what Debo's got left, but
keeping Cliff Kingsbury.
I texted. Did you see the Isaiah Winstead tweet when he said, "Get ready, NFL, I'm coming"?
Yeah.
I texted him and told him to reunite with Debo in Washington. He said, "We're gonna see what's in store. That would be tough, though."
That's tough.
That'd be tough. Debo went and watched one of his games in DC. It was pretty.
That was like one of the only games I watched from the UFL this year.
I'm ready for the CFL tonight, baby. Come on, Justin. Let's see. Detroit 15-2. We are we as a show concerned about the Detroit window closing? Have we talked about that?
Super Bowl or like what?
Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm not concerned, but I mean, it's going to be tough for them to be in the position they were 2 years ago.
Let's go. I might go Packers, NFC North Division winner. You can probably get plus money for that.
Yeah, I think Packers or Lions win that one. Don't believe in J.J. McCarthy.
So I was going to ask that. Why? Like, so many people think he's just going to slide in like Dixon Williams and just take the Vikings to 12 wins or something.
No, they're going to have a gauntlet to go through with that schedule this year.
And even the Bears are going to win more than 5 games, right?
Yeah.
I would think so. NFC South, I've said it a lot, man. I love Tampa's offense. I love their players.
For me, the South is either Bucks or Panthers. I don't believe in the Falcons.
Do the Bucks still have White at running back too? Like, I love Bucky, but Rashad White.
Oh, yeah. He's still there.
Like, they got him. They've got all those receivers. They drafted a receiver too.
Buka.
Man, I just think they're going to put up points, man. So they scored 500. Who scored more points than the Bucks last year? How about only one? They scored the second most points in the NFC last year.
To Detroit.
Yeah. And then I'm looking around the whole league. The Ravens scored more, and the Bills scored more, and that's it. So Tampa was the 4th highest scoring team in football, and they're not losing anything and probably getting better. Well, they did lose, a coordinator? Did their coordinator?
Yeah, Liam Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen.
Duval.
So we'll see if that matters. But they did lose a coordinator.
But they lose a coordinator every year.
Yeah. Are the Saints the worst team in the NFL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Them and the Browns.
Panthers fighting for second with the Falcons in the South. And in the West,
Rams.
All Rams. Is Kyler Murray still the Cardinals quarterback?
Yeah, for at least this year.
That's kind of crazy. That
going into year 7.
Yeah. And how many times has it been like, is it time to give up on Kyler Murray?
A while.
I love Kyle Shanahan, but I don't know about the Niners, man.
Yeah.
I think their time is done.
Yeah.
But they only won 6 games last year, had injuries and stuff.
I think they'll finish second in the division, but is that a playoff spot or not? I don't know.
So we're taking Seattle out of the mix?
I still don't believe in Sam Darnold.
No.
It was not that tough of a schedule last year. And, I mean, playing with Kevin O'Connell, that really helps you out. Going from him to Mike McDonald, I don't really know.
This sounds kind of gross to do, but I just see it. I have a injury prediction. Stafford gets hurt early, and the Rams season completely falls apart.
Dang.
So I guess I'm taking the Niners to win the division. I just talked about them. I just see that happening. He's old.
I'd hate it. Yeah. He's my guy. That's one of my favorite quarterbacks ever. So, I mean, that's tough.
Oh, here's an injury prediction from Jamie. Penix will do well, get injured, and Cousins will go on a tear, and the Falcons win the South.
All right.
You like that?
I don't hate it.
Jamie's really depressed because he said it's Daniel Jones time. Shaking my head. Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Where is that? Josh Graham. I remember I tweeted something about Daniel Jones, and he defended him years and years ago. I never forget my good tweets. But with Elon's Twitter, I can't find my old tweets anymore.
Yeah.
I might have to be verified or something. I need Elon to fix Twitter. Is he up to anything these days? What's he doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
He probably will answer my DM, right? I don't think I follow him. But yeah, Daniel Jones stinks. Oh, I love talking NFL. Jared, there is always one weird result week 1, and usually, I think I can go back and look this up, but like, it looks like an upset week 1, and then it ends up being an upset because a team just gets lucky one week and then has a bad year. So let's do some options this year. Unfortunately, I'm involved in one of those games.
I have 2.
Let's see. So Giants Commanders is one of those games, unfortunately. Titans Broncos.
That's one of mine.
Is one of those games.
Another one for me, Cardinals Saints.
If the Saints win?
Yeah.
But the Cardinals aren't. No, I don't look at the Cardinals being that good. They're 5.5-point favorites. We got lines, folks.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Giants Commanders would be one of those games where the Giants win and it would shock everybody.
I could see Bengals Browns being one of those, just because for some reason the Bengals always struggle against the Browns.
And they struggle out of the gate, right?
Yeah.
And then what was the other one we said? Titans Broncos. That would be a shocker if Cam Ward goes to Mile High week 1.
I might place that bet.
Yeah.
Not today, obviously, but.
And we may be picking some dog bets here soon.
Yes.
Little tease there, folks. But we may be picking some dogs. All right, let's take a break. I could talk about the NFL every day. Mm-hmm. So why don't we do it? Let's do it. Let's pledge to talk at least 5 minutes of NFL every day until kickoff.
I could do it.
All right. We'll do it tomorrow with Tony Dunn coming up in hour number 2. Let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. You do have a website that sort of combines your two dealerships. That is DriveHereNow.com. Talk about that.
Yeah, we created the DriveHereNow.com name to incorporate our whole organization. You go there and you can see logos for both our Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World's location. All our inventory is there to see for both locations.
DriveHereNow.com. One website, two outstanding dealerships. Try us, trust us at DriveHereNow.com.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation is just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and get a Shackaroni pizza for only $12.99. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
This is Dr. McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Holt Naylors for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Come on down to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everyone. Grab a bite with friends, relax on the patio, and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. Join them for Singo on Tuesday night. Wednesday night is trivia with DJ Captain Morgan and live music on Fridays. While you're there, check out the Repair Shop featuring dart lanes, pool tables, skee ball, and other great games. So next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware, right next to the State Theater in downtown Greenville. Great food, great company. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Good news, bad news. No Greg Hudson today. How about Friday, Greg Hudson?
Ooh, Hawaiian shirt day, Greg Hudson?
He'll join us tomorrow. He just, he was in a meeting or
He's
something.
always in a meeting.
All right, let's do some trivia. Shirley, what do we got? Game 2 of the Women's College World Series tonight?
You are correct, sir. 8 o'clock.
Texas, and Shirley described it on her sports break today. Apparently, they were trying to intentionally walk a player, and the batter for Texas reached out and hit it. Didn't I think Miguel Cabrera maybe did that in Major League Baseball? Now they just say, we're walking you. They don't even throw the pitches,
right? Which
I'm surprised they don't do in softball, actually.
I've never seen it. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
So
it's
the
just I've
catcher
never seen
standing
it.
up like
the catcher was standing
Okay,
up,
all right.
just like you
Well,
would
good.
normally. You were expecting an intentional walk.
Sure.
And Nyjah Kennedy, who is the star pitcher for Texas Tech, she kept inching closer and closer to the plate.
Yeah.
And even the commentator said, whoa, that's a little too close for that to be a ball. She needs to move the ball a little further out. And she pitched it just a little too close to the plate on the now, mind you, the situation is Reese Atwood is the batter. There were 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, I'm sorry. Bottom of the 6th inning, and all Texas Tech had to do was basically get this last out, and that would have, basically iced the game for them. And unfortunately, they made the decision to walk or try to walk Reese Atwood to get to the player behind her who had not had a hit all year or all super regionals or whatever, postseason. And she got too close to the plate. Atwood just stuck her bat out and poked it in the left field. And there was a runner at second and a runner at third, I believe, and both runs scored. Now, mind you, they were down 1-0 at that point. And
that was the difference.
So
right.
It was a wild play, and I've never seen it before in a situation, because that could have easily blown up in Texas's face, because they were down to their last out. And if she did not poke that ball through, there would be a lot of people that would be questioning that decision.
All right, here's what we're going to do real quick. First of all, so the Women's College World Series looks like it started in 82, I believe. So it started in the 80s.
Yeah.
First of all, this is not part of the game. How many teams do you think have won the Women's College World Series?
8. Since the 80s? Different teams. I'm gonna go just a notch higher. I'm gonna say 9.
So both of y'all know it's kind of been dominated by select schools. The number is 13, which is still a really low number for that many years. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Simple. All you got to do is name a team that has won the Women's College World Series. We're going to go back and forth. Okay. And whoever has the most, when my timer runs out, we're going to go for 2 minutes. And whoever has the most points wins.
Can I start?
No, ladies first. Shirley.
Tennessee.
Oh, good.
Nope.
Oklahoma.
Yes.
I was going to crap. UCLA.
Yep. They have won 12.
Texas.
No. Shirley.
Alabama.
Alabama, 2012.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. No. Shirley with the lead.
I'm going to go, oh, God, it's got to be an SEC school. Florida.
They've won twice. Jared, you need this one.
Arkansas.
No.
All right.
Shirley.
Just give it to her.
Nope.
I know Oklahoma.
We're going 2 minutes. Shirley.
Oh, gosh. South Carolina. I know that's wrong.
No, Jared. Let's go Pac-12 a little bit.
Okay.
Oregon.
Nope. Shirley.
Damn, I thought it was Oregon. Oregon State.
No.
Cal.
Yes. Cal won in 2002. Shirley.
Freaking warm weather state schools.
Jared's cut it to 1.
Okay, you said Cal. I'm going to go...
Oh, Shirley's
in
taking
softball,
a knee. She's milking the clock.
Stanford.
They've won championships and everything, but not softball. Jarrett for the tie.
Indiana.
No, what the hell are you doing, Shirley?
Go Midwest.
Washington.
Washington is correct, and with 12 seconds left, that's just about going to do it. Yeah. Shirley wins. Teams you did not say: Arizona, Arizona State, Texas A&M, Cal State Fullerton, shout out. Well, that is our timer. Florida State, Fresno State, Michigan, and Washington.
That was close to Michigan.
I almost went Florida State, too, but I don't remember them winning. But
Shirley wins 4-2.
Hey, I got 2.
Love her bone.
That is impressive. I will say that.
Good game. Good game. All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back and wrap it up after these words.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
UBE
and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. June is here and it's time to celebrate Dad. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your dad deserves to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, we've got a special promotion you'll find only at Carolina Caliber. Buy any FN 509 pistol, get 3 24-round magazine kits and an FN hat for free. This is over a $250 value. Grab a gift card and send Dad on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of.
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was down 108 points and closed today at 42,319. The NASDAQ slipped 162 points and closed at 19,298. The S&P is down 31 at 5,939. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now, back to the show.
I am just a tad bit excited to watch CFL football tonight. Part of it is because we have Justin Hardy on every week. The other part, it is football. I'm interested to see how long my excitement lasts. Will I make it through a quarter? Could I make it through the first half? Will I be entertained the entire game? Probably depends on how my Justin Hardy player props goes.
Yeah.
But we'll be pulling for him tonight. Ottawa Red Blacks playing Saskatchewan in the CFL season opener. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in today. Fun show. Appreciate Shirley Rhodes, J-Bone, and the crew here at Pirate Radio, and appreciate y'all for being a part of it. We will talk to you Friday, 3 o'clock, on new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive